Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Still looking at some slow traffic today on I-4 in the Orlando area for those taking the interstate east and westbound, with heavy delays reported between the Greenway and 535 and between Michigan Street and Robinson Street. Looking at a good ride now for those who need to travel up and down the turnpike this morning. If you see any traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report sponsored by Odoo.com. All your business apps in one place. Your business deserves tools to make you feel in control, not overwhelmed. With Odoo's all-in-one, easy-to-use platform, everything is together so you can focus on what matters. Start at Odoo.com today. That's ODOO.com.
Hey, it's Ryan from the Monsters. If your house is looking a little meh, my guy Raphael at We Paint Everything will turn that meh into wow. Interior, exterior walls, ceilings, trims, cabinets, he handles it all. He paints it, stains it, fixes it, cleans it, even the drywall and wood rot before he starts. Popcorn ceilings, gone. Need help picking colors? He's got you. If you want more than a painter and you want a painting expert, call Raphael at We Paint Everything, 407-657-2000 or online at wepainteverything.com.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
Come on, kids. We're almost there. The map says straight ahead.
One-a-day 50-plus multivitamins are made for your overall health, with nutrients to support your brain and muscle function. Because don't you want to make the most of each day? So even on the family hike, you're not just keeping the pace.
Hey, Dad, wait up.
You're one step ahead. One-a-day 50-plus. The one for you. This statement has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You could file your taxes on a basic free service, which is fine. But are you okay with fine? Because when it's your money on the line, do you really want to guess if you missed a credit or hope the math is right? Get the confidence of TurboTax for free right on the Intuit Credit Karma app. Free Fed and free state for simple 1040s only. Around 37% of filers qualify. See details at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for EITC, CTC, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
The podcast Love Trapped examines how former Bachelor Clayton Echard's one-night fling spiraled into a paternity scandal. Through interviews and investigation, the podcast follows his fight to expose the truth with the help of strangers and citizen sleuths.
The whole fear behind this is like, first off, I don't believe you. But if by chance you actually got pregnant, I'm not afraid of how many kids. I'm afraid of you.
Listen to Love Trapped on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Love Trapped and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Ever wonder what it's like behind the counter at those big corporate jewelry stores? Max Woodson knows, and it wasn't pretty.
It's hard to do what's best for the customer when you're given a strict outline on the profit you need to make, the dollars you need to make, the goals you need to hit, the commissions you have to hit. It's really hard to do what's right for the customer.
That's why Max left the Wall Street-owned chains and joined International Diamond Center, a locally owned jeweler. At IDC, it's not about quotas, it's about you.
It's getting to know people, getting to talk to people, building relationships. Something that's important to me. It's what I love the most.
At IDC, Max can focus on what matters, doing right by customers, even if it means less profit.
I have a scenario where I have a customer that I can do the right thing for, even if it maybe makes us less money at times, and we make it happen.
That freedom means better quality diamonds, fair prices, full transparency, and honest service.
We have freedom. We're allowed to be creative, do what's best. And they really support that, and that means a lot.
International Diamond Center, where you're a family, not a sales target. Visit us in Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia for diamonds with integrity.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. The most popular time to add solar heat to your pool is now. The weather's great, but the water's kind of cold. The kids are complaining. Look, owning a pool isn't like owning an expensive car that just sits in the garage. With Solar Source, you can swim comfortably all year long. Imagine, you can have warm, nighttime pool parties with your friends starting now. You got call Solar Source. They've been trusted by 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, and I love these guys. Solar Source has been in Florida for a long time, since 1984. So visit that solarsource.com/monsters and make your pool a place to be.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, March 26th, 2026. That was harder to say than I thought. Lots to get to today, from mysterious White House videos to Savannah Guthrie drops bombshells in a new interview, and a bizarre object with tentacles on the space station. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane. And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
We're all in black. Look at us.
Oh, we are? We did it again.
We have some speakers to move.
There is something real weird about this. This is like 3 times in the last couple of weeks we all wore the same exact color shirt.
I think we're just getting older, guys. I think we just wear the same things.
Did we fall into each other's routines where you open the closet and you go, which one is it? All right, it's this one today. Here we go.
One of the days was St. Patrick's Day, so that you get a little bit of a pass for.
Yeah, that's normal. Everybody wears green on St. Patrick's Day, but this, we're all wearing we look
security
like we're
guards.
on behind the scenes stage crew people right now. But I'll tell you this, we are behind the scenes stage crew people on YouTube. Yeah! Take that, YouTube.
We did
it. You can suck my YouTube. YouTube finally backed down. I put them against the ropes and I was punching and swinging, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. They didn't send an email or they didn't send a message. They gave up, I guess. Enough of you complained.
Cool. I thought they were going to be a real Tom Petty about it, but a lot of you complained, and they said, all right, fine, here we go. And we are back on YouTube today, so you can flock over there if you'd like to.
All right, but what do we do now? No
guns?
Amputees with
weapons. Yes. Specifically speaking, no videos of amputees with no arms and no legs who murdered somebody holding a gun.
Correct.
That's the specific thing that we have to deal with.
We're going to have to skip the opening clip, guys.
No, I got something different for you, but I think we need to do something here. It is baseball season as well. And this show, we are known for sports. When they talk about the best in the biz, they say, the News Junkie is where you really get the inside information about sports. This is where they really 100% definitely know what's going on or whatever. So let's go to the world of baseball, where I believe they just kicked off their season. And I have to tell you, it's getting weird already, baseball people. Opening clip, here it is for you. Tell me if this isn't weird banter during the baseball game.
So good start for the Twins here in the 4th inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
Oh, right.
I mean, I know what's coming to mind right now. What is the context here? What? Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a baseball game going on. You got a guy up to the plate, and your question to your comrade in the baseball booth is, have you ever seen Buck with his pants off?
So good start for the Twins here in the 4th inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down? No.
No.
But I do like the filler go-to. I don't know where my papers are. You ever seen C-Lane with his pants down?
I like how the guy waited a second and then, no, just really, really awkward.
Here in the 4th inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down? No. Like in shorts? No, he doesn't have no socks showing. I see what you're saying. So,
yeah. Okay, all right.
I don't.
Be a little more clear. He's saying
his
pant legs in baseball, sometimes they'll pull them up, and he has his pant legs all the way down. And so his way of phrasing that was, have you ever seen Buck with his pants down? Which just doesn't come across as he probably thought it would have. But there you are. The Minnesota Twins TV broadcaster is going viral this morning with a little weird chat in the booth. And that's not it. I've got more baseball for you, even if you're not a fan of sports, baby. People are going bananas over a guy who's a veteran. And did they get this right, or did they typo his name on the on-screen graphics? Because it says Generald. He's a veteran, and it says Generald. Maybe his name is really Generald, which is kind of cool if the case is
Generald Wilson?
Generald Wilson is his name. He's a seaman, it appears, just from the uniform that I'm looking at
You ever
here.
seen Buck with his pants down?
And he does have his pants up, just for the record. That's good. Just for the record. But this dude sang the national anthem to kick off the baseball season, apparently into the stratosphere.
Oh.
Like greatest ever.
No, his name is Generald.
Generald with a D?
Yeah.
Generald. Generald Wilson is the guy's name. He knocked the national anthem out of the park. I dare you not to get chills. I dare you. Baseball season's in full effect. I am so psyched. I am watching 0 games this year. I guarantee you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
All right.
What so proudly we hailed.
Already, I appreciate the speed at which he's cutting through this sucker. And I think I had a theory, and maybe I'm wrong about this. Sealand, you've done a lot of public singing, so perhaps you would know. But do a lot of people start off slow with the national anthem so they can kind of make sure they're in the pocket there, and they're like, oh, they want to hear that? Because if you start off with the wrong pitch or tone,
if you start
and then
too
you're going
high,
fast,
you have screwed yourself.
Oh, say, if you.
I like to start with a nice, whoa, say, can you see?
You want to go as deep as possible off the jump, because if you go, oh, say, can you see? If you start up in that range,
You're hopefully Mariah Carey for that second part of the song.
You're never going to recover. This guy's going fast, and I think he's in tune.
At the twilight's last gleam.
Get it, Generald.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Okay.
For the
Wow, he's got lungs, man.
We're so gallant.
This guy's never smoked a cigarette in his life. My guess, he's never, not one puff. Like his lungs fill up so much, his chest almost pops because he's not doing that thing. I heard a video the other day where somebody took Alex Jones. You guys know Alex Jones, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if you guys know the comedian Tim Dillon, but they're both like big dudes. And somebody took a podcast between the two of them, and they cut out everything except for when they were doing those fat people breaths, where you get to the end of a sentence, but if you're a little overweight, you'll be, and it's just them two going back and forth over and over and over again. This guy's never done that in his life. Generald has all of the breaths he needs. Get it, Generald.
And the rockets red glare.
Fireworks.
Chills.
The bombs bursting in air.
Look at that. An America-shaped American flag.
I like it.
I don't know if that's against the flag rules,
We're
but
back, baby.
It's kind of cool.
I think,
Through the night that our flag will still
those are optional high notes. Optional high notes.
He took a road.
He's getting laid for sure.
He took a road, and let's hear the seaman bring it home. Here he goes. Is that an American flag of drones flying in the air?
No, there's some sort of puff or powder.
Oh,
great. That explains it.
Next question.
There's some sort of puff or powder in the air.
It's more like a daytime fireworks.
You sound like a brand new human describing a cloud.
You sound like a puff. All right.
There's some sort of puff of powder in the cloud right now.
But
it's not drones.
Well, keep playing it. See what happens.
No, rewind it. I want to see how they did it.
All right, hold on. Let me
I
go
don't think
back.
that's a puff or powder.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
Okay.
What? I'm putting this on See It Now.
I'm thinking they're drones that released the powder.
I think it's drones with tiny flags.
Is that a thing? Either
Yes.
one of those
What
options?
is their budget over at this game?
I'm going to put this on See
What?
It Now. It's one of the more incredible things, folks, that I've seen before, because it goes from nothing in the sky to dots in the sky to puffs to an American flag, and then the American flag blows away in the wind. It is unbelievable. I've got the snapshot of it. I'll put it on See It Now when he's done.
Press. Did you hear something? Whoa. He's gonna murder this.
Come on, General. We're back on YouTube, baby.
Yeah.
Full body chill.
Son of a bitch. We're back on YouTube. America's back, baby. Holy cow. Holy.
I think I could have gone home after that.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell that this baseball game will be nearly as exciting
See you later.
as that national anthem with whatever you call that drone /
Puff powder.
daytime puff powdery. I mean, those are like little mini pyrotechnics that the drones are just all shooting out.
Well,
That's
that's awesome.
incredible. If that's actually what that is, I am putting it right now as I speak up on See It Now, so you can take a look at this. But it is absolutely incredible. And now go take a look at it when you get a chance over on thenewsjunkie.com. Since it's a visual, you're listening to the show. Go to the website, click See It Now, and presto bango, you can get a look at it. Wow.
I'm following him on Instagram.
That guy's incredible, right? I mean, that's really impressive. Just
You
have
think
him
he's
do it
killed
every
people?
week. I don't know. I don't care, though. I don't.
You ever seen him with his pants down?
I'd like to after that. Just, sir, present yourself. I want to see what you got.
I'm sure it's huge.
Wakwana says that was phenomenal. It was indeed, Wakwanalicious. It was indeed over on TNJ chat. AJ Soup says it's daytime fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true? That's what that is?
Yeah, but the way that it was presented, that had to have been with drones, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, it was. It was drones, but I guess are daytime fireworks always involving drones, or like sometimes, or
I think they're mostly involving stuff like the powder and stuff that we saw. Like when they had that, they recently did a daytime fireworks thing. We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
In downtown Orlando. That, like, I guess not everybody knew was going to happen because you don't expect to hear explosions in the daytime. So
right.
A lot of dogs freaked out. And, because I was asking people, like, what does it mean, daytime fireworks? How do you see them? And they're like, no, it was a lot of, like, powder paint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
those
I
didn't
like it.
shoot up. They just appeared.
They just popped out. I've never seen that before. It was really impressive. If you haven't seen anything like that, go check it out on See It Now over on the News Junkie app. All right, we have a lot to get into today. Let's kick into a couple of dispatches and emails. Well, actually, we'll just do emails to get us jumped off here. Alex emails the show, and he said a teacher was arrested at an elementary school for not breaking up a fight. Hey, News Junkie, have you heard about the arrest of this teacher, Diamond Coleman, at Schelling Elementary? It seems BS that she would get arrested for not physically intervening per school policy. It sucks to have your life upended like that, but I can only assume this will be a big payout from her when the police department, when it finally goes through the court system and she sues the ever-loving S out of them. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this. Love the show. You guys keep me sane during the workday. Here's to hoping I can make it to one of your live shows in the future so I can give Sean a big old bear hug. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop, says the email. I did not hear about this. Hang on. Let me look it up. Diamond Coleman. And I guess she got in trouble for not intervening. It says March 12th, so it's from a while ago now, like 10 days ago plus, 10 days ago-ish. It says Diamond G. Coleman, one of the top teachers at this elementary school, was arrested in a scenario she never dreamed was possible. She dreamed of being a teacher. She never dreamed that could land her behind bars and facing a judge. She found 2 students and another teacher's unattended class locked in a violent altercation. She sent for help and followed school board policy and did not physically intervene. That decision has now left her career in ruins, her reputation in question, and her freedom at the mercy of a criminal court. Weird. The Coleman case is more than a local scandal. It's a chilling indictment of the impossible position we place our educators in. She followed the policy, but the policy doesn't look good on video, and it can feel like abandonment. And teachers at her school were told to keep quiet, say nothing, follow policy. Nobody could speak in her defense after this happened. I got to look this up a little bit more. Yeah, I guess it was because she didn't intervene. I'll keep the story up. We'll investigate a little bit later on in the show here. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Matthew emails the show. He says, okay, Sean, you warn us about a lot of things, but you didn't warn us about how much dong is in that episode of Neighbors you were talking about.
So much.
Matthew says that was a lot of dong. I mean, I thought we did put out a warning. I thought we specifically were talking about that because
sound the dong alarm.
Yeah, I mean, like that episode of the Neighbors show on HBO was definitely a little bit more explicit than many other ones that I've seen.
Just realized what you said.
Yep.
Yeah. But there you go. All right, I'm going to save the rest of these. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, an unbelievable moment in court. I'll also investigate the story about this teacher that he sent in so I can give you more of an overview of what actually happened here, and we'll see if this was right or wrong or whatever together. Send in your dispatches, your emails, and all the rest. It's good to be back on YouTube. I see you folks over there. Let's have some fun today on a Thursday show. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Looking at some slow traffic on I-4 right now for those traveling by the major attractions exits. A vehicle fire northbound on the turnpike is causing some delays on the toll road near 192 in the St. Cloud area. Traffic moving well for those who need to take the Beach Line or the Greenway. If you see any major traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
Hello.
Welcome behind the scenes. Skull mic activated. God bless everybody. YouTube, we're back. How you feeling, YouTube? I've got a couple of twists on that email talking about the teacher fight thing. It was not what that emailer, I think, was presenting. So I want to dive a little deeper into that. We'll also talk about a hilarious video going viral. You will have fun with this. A courtroom video going viral that is absolutely unhinged. Don't miss it. Stay put. Hey, Lori. Hey, MFQ. Hey, Shannon. Catmaster, baby. How are you? Over on TNJ Chat, Barbecue, baby, I see ya. Nicole, Woody, Tanya, Kyle, I see ya. Somebody said, would a robot teacher have intervened? Well, some of the stories say that the teacher didn't intervene and she got arrested. And that there's a GoFundMe for her and that she's been wronged for not intervening in the fight. Other stories talk about the video of the fight showing the teacher, and you can hear her encouraging the students to fight. So those are very different things. One of them seems like propaganda, and the other one seems like a crime. But we'll see.
Hey, Cyclone Ranger. Hey, Mel Bell. We're back on YouTube, baby. For those of you who don't know, in case you're only on YouTube and you're not in touch with what was happening, YouTube stopped Monday's or Tuesday's stream in the middle of the show. In the middle of the stream. People sent me screenshots, and YouTube had told them, we shut down this stream for your own personal safety. They were saving you by shutting down the stream on YouTube. We were talking about an armless, legless man who had murdered somebody, allegedly, and shot them in his own vehicle. And people were curious as to how this could have happened, and I showed the video of the armless, legless man shooting a firearm because it was relevant to the context of what we were talking about. I think YouTube's AI flagged that as if I was the armless, legless man, which I am not an armless, legless man. I have both arms and legs, as you can see. And YouTube shut it down. So I challenged it. I think the review was also done by AI because the review said, confirmed, we're taking your video off, 7-day suspension for you, violating community guidelines. I hit up YouTube on X.com. I said, what the hell? What's going on here? YouTube says, we're looking into it. And I said, well, hurry up. Yesterday I said, hurry up, we're starting the show in 15 minutes. They never got back. I didn't get an email. I didn't get a notification in YouTube. I didn't get anything. I just noticed this morning that my ability to stream on YouTube was back. So we're back. And now the question for you, chat. Do we make a change here? Moving forward, do I not show videos of people with guns to be careful so YouTube doesn't get banned? Or do I show people with guns because YouTube was in the wrong here, even if they temporarily ban the channel again? Show guns on future streams, yes or no, chat? You decide. Show guns in the future, yes or no? Barbecue Baby says show guns. Nicole says best not to show guns. I wouldn't tempt it. No guns, no guns, no guns. No guns because that shit sucked. Live dangerously. No guns. Skip the gun videos. All right. Okay, all right. I'll keep it in mind. All right, chat. We're back in 90 seconds. Shirts should arrive today. They will be packaged with the magnets. All of them will go out this weekend. You will get your shirt that you ordered next week. Thank you for your patience. Most of you. Save for the one guy who has sent an email every single day since he purchased his shirt about the status of his shirt. Save for that guy. Thank you for your patience. Your shirts will be arriving next week. Shogun says Space Grace. Hi, Space Grace. On TNJ Chat 2.0. Hi, Space Grace. I want to see your name around there more. I want to see more of you around the clock on TNJ Chat. It's fun. Be part of the community. It's addictive. It's fun. Just don't sue me. Please. Please don't sue me. Seriously. We're coming back live.
478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
On paper, the three hosts of the Nick, Dick, and Pole show are geniuses. We can explain how AI works, data centers, but there are certain things that we don't necessarily understand.
What Kugler did that I think was so unique.
Who's he?
He's the writer-director.
Who do you think he is? But hey, no one's perfect. We're pretty close, though. And you can find out if you listen to the Nick, Dick, and Pole show on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Nick, Dick, and Pole show and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Back to the three best friends you never knew you had. This is the News Junkie.
In the world's most viral newsroom, you can watch the show. Go over to YouTube. We're back, baby. The ban has been lifted. I defeated them, kind of, but they didn't really say why. But we're back on YouTube, youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. Somebody is lying. All right? Somebody is lying. We got to get to the bottom of this. Somebody emailed me, Alexander, and said, you got to see the story about this teacher. She was arrested. She's an elementary school teacher. This seems like BS. How could they arrest this woman, Diamond Coleman, for not breaking up a fight? She went in and saw that these kids were fighting. She reported it. That was school policy. And now they arrested her from doing this or for doing this. This is a travesty of justice, basically, is what the email was saying. And then I saw a story that seemed very similar. It's like, yeah, you know, this woman, she's a teacher, and she didn't do anything wrong. She's in trouble. She's going to jail for not breaking up this fight. And then I said, boy, why didn't we cover this story? It seems like a story that I would have found in my rounds doing show prep. Like one morning before the show, I would have seen this. We did talk about this story. We did.
We did.
This is just a very different version of this story. And the woman who is the teacher in question, that woman has a GoFundMe up because she's trying to get some funds raised. But the original story did not go anything like this. So I don't know who's lying here. But the original story, when we talked about it, went like this. It says officers of the Monroe Police Department in Louisiana arrested Diamond Coleman, an elementary school teacher, for allegedly encouraging or contributing to child delinquency at her school.
That's
According
a twist.
to authorities, they observed a fight involving 3 students at the school. While reviewing the videos, officers, here's the key part. Here's where somebody is lying. I said it was like, I think I called it like a school fight club or an elementary school fight club or kid fight club when we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We brought it up quickly on the show, but I definitely talked about this and called it an elementary school fight club. So
we've had a couple of those because I just had a kid fight club in This Week in Florida, and this I don't believe is the same one.
I think we did both of these. I could be wrong, but I think we did both of these. While reviewing the videos, officers heard, back to it here, officers heard Coleman allegedly encouraging the students to fight instead of attempting to separate the juveniles. Officers contacted Coleman. She told authorities she didn't stop the fight because policy does not cover her if she gets hurt. Coleman then told authorities she told the juvenile to help during the fight, but they did not assist her. Coleman went on to deny that she encouraged the students to fight. She was placed under arrest and transported to the correctional center where she was booked for encouraging or contributing to child delinquency.
So the argument in her favor that I've read is that she's getting arrested for doing what policy prescribes her to do.
Not intervening.
Kids are fighting, and if she tries to break them up and she gets hurt, there's nothing helping her in that because she's not supposed to intervene. And so in the video, she says let them fight, and I think
okay.
I don't think she's not going fight, hit him, punch him in the face. It's not like encouraging. I think she's telling other people like I did what I was supposed to do. I called proper authorities. I called for backup. Whatever.
Can I
let
play
them
this?
fight? I have not listened to the whole thing.
Ready to jump?
All right, hang on. I got to download it here, Sealant. So flop off my. There you go. Thank you. Off my screen, folks, is what I was going to say. All right.
You don't have to download it. You can just click that link.
Right here? This will work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy, you didn't know that yet?
No, hang on. Let me go full screen. I'm learning things today. All right, here's the kids fighting in the classroom. They're all punching each other. The teacher is at the door. That's the teacher in question. Let's see who's lying here. She said, let him fight. Let him fight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, another student runs in.
That's it.
Somebody was going to jump in and she said, don't jump in or something like that. Let him fight. So she said, let him fight. Mm-hmm. She's claiming it because she's claiming that this was because of school policy that the teacher's not supposed to intervene or something. They were framing it like it was like a fight club in the classroom, and then the elementary school kids were being encouraged to fight. I mean, I think that she could have done more than she's doing here, right? Like, if your policy is not to intervene in a fight, if that is indeed the policy of the school, if your policy is not to intervene, that's one thing. It sounds like she was encouraging this fight to continue. She wasn't saying stop. I don't hear a single stop. I don't hear anything. I don't like. There's nothing like that. You don't have to physically intervene, which I'm sure is what the rule is about. You don't have to physically intervene, but you should be saying stop to them as a teacher, not let them fight. That is encouraging it. Let them fight. Twice, 3 times, 4, 5. She keeps saying it. And whoever posted it, Nene on or Nene over on social media says, whoever this whack-ass teacher is, bitch, when I get a hold of you.
Okay, let him fight.
That must have been a mom or something? Must have been a mom or one of the kids.
I don't know, actually. I tried looking for her post about it.
Yeah.
And it must be pretty far down there because this particular person, Nene, posts a lot of stuff.
Okay, I did see that there is a GoFundMe about this.
But the cops that, ended up showing up saw this video in particular, and that's why they arrested her. They determined that she was encouraging it.
They thought she was encouraging the fight and contributing to, I guess, the delinquency of a minor. She's trying to raise money for a defense fund. It says $6,377 raised of $10,000 she's trying to get here. People are donating money. You can see this in front of me on the GoFundMe. And it says, support Diamond G. Coleman's legal fund. It covers essential attorney's fees to protect this teaching career, to protect this person's teaching career. My name is Diamond G. Coleman. I'm a dedicated teacher in Monroe, Louisiana. This experience has been incredibly stressful and has put my career and reputation at risk. The funds raised will cover legal fees. Any contribution is greatly appreciated, yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, to me, she should have been saying no. She should have been actively discouraging the fight. It sounded like she was indeed encouraging it, which I don't care if you're not supposed to intervene. That seems bad to me. But let us know what you think.
It sounded like she might have some argument for saying that she did what she was supposed to do. I mean, she didn't say stop. I get that. But
is she telling other students that wanted to intervene?
I think she's telling them not to.
Right.
Yeah. Don't get yourself hurt.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't mind that classroom was pretty cleared up.
I don't mind that either. I don't mind if the teacher's sitting there and 2 kids are fighting. So let's all picture this. There's a classroom. There's a teacher by the door. 2 kids are fighting. They're completely swinging at each other and stuff. And the teacher sees another student about to enter the fight and goes, no, don't intervene. Don't get into the fight. I don't mind that as much because she's potentially stopping this from becoming even a bigger fight. But her going, let him fight, let him fight, let him fight is no good. Fang freaking Tastic on TNJ chat says teachers aren't allowed to intervene. They get into trouble for that too. I took it as her trying to prevent others from joining. Yeah, but that's physically intervene, right? If your school policy is that the teacher shouldn't physically intervene in a fight, okay, fine, get it. But you should verbally intervene. You should be saying, stop, you guys, separate, go over there. Go. She's not saying it. She's saying, let him fight. Literally continue the fight. You know how you know that? How different would this sound if she was simply a referee in the middle of a boxing match? She would be saying, let them fight, and they would be brawling with each other, and then you'd be like, okay, I understand what's going on here, right? I think that's pretty obvious to me. But let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com or email the show tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I've got a clip for you in a moment, an absolute banger clip out of a courtroom that if you haven't seen it yet, you will see it really soon. But I'm going to go back to baseball. I can't believe it. I'm going to go back to the baseball diamond, baby.
Who are you?
Out there on the field, out there on the baseball diamond. And I want to talk to you about something. Hang tight here. I got to bring this up. The 2026 season is on, and I saw this story from the Big Lead about the best and most outrageous MLB ballpark foods for the 2026 season.
Oh, good.
Y'all, baseball is stepping it up, okay?
Well, now, didn't we find out that it was baseball that was going to have one of the stadiums had like an all-you-can-eat kind of deal?
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they had a right. They did. They had a big deal. Real quick, Rachel over on YouTube says, Sean, she's a black woman in a black school. You're out of your element. She knows her environment. Shut up with the dumb racist nonsense in chat, please. She's a black woman in a black. The rules apply to everybody, okay? The skin color of the people don't matter. I don't even think I mentioned it at any point in the story. Stop with your race baiting nonsense, please, or I'll just ban you from the chat. Let me get back to the fun stuff. Baseball season has started. I have to tell you, I'm not showing this yet, but I will get to it in a moment. Okay, the thing that the Miami Marlins, is it the Miami Marlins? The Miami Marlins, yes. Right? The thing that the Miami Marlins have is one of the most intriguing baseball stadium foods I've seen in my life. I think that this is one of the best I've seen in a while. This is from, I don't even know what this is, a pickle elote. I don't even know what that. I don't even know what to expect. What is that?
So this looks like they took a giant pickle, sliced it in half, and topped it with the things that you would top Mexican street corn with.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Well, that's interesting. I've never.
And there might be actual corn in there.
Say crema, cheese, Tajin seasoning, and
that's on everything right now.
Dried dill.
Yeah, that's become a lot more popular.
A little tajined out, just to be honest.
Yeah, they're putting in a lot of stuff right now. But I've never heard of that before. This is a brioche bun, 7 inches of brioche bun, 2 pounds of meat. It's called the Bat Flip at Truist Park. All right, that's an absolutely massive burger.
The Bat Flip sounds like this thing my friend Jason used to do. Where he took the ends of his scrot and stretched them out.
All right, okay. It's not that, okay? It's a big-ass burger, all right? Here's the one. You ready? This one, I think the Miami Marlins win. The Miami Marlins have just launched something called the Machete. And it says the Machete.
It's Machete. Yeah. Come on.
The Machete menu item is served in a custom carrying case, which is like a plank of wood. It's a 2-foot. You hear that? A 2-foot, all right? A 2-foot homemade flour tortilla griddled on the flat top with melted mozzarella and Oaxaca cheeses, I think is how you say it.
It's just a really long quesadilla.
It's a huge case. Look at that thing. Tell me you don't want the machete.
I mean, I kind of want to try it, yes. But I'm supposed to walk around with the giant wood plank.
You carry this back to your seat, and I think maybe like if 2 people are next to each other, it seems like a good share item. And I would 100% try that.
Is that an actual wood plank, or is that maybe some sort of printed thing that's supposed to look like wood?
My gut tells me,
Elaine, if everybody that gets the Machete washes it down with 6 to 8 beers,
and then they lose,
and then they have wood planks. They all have wood planks.
Let them fight. Yeah, my gut tells me, Elaine, that there's a box next to it that says Machete. I think it comes in the box, but they wanted to give a nice picture, so they put it on the wood plank for the picture. But that's a winner, Miami Marlins. That one looks really, really impressive. That's not it. There's so many. There's one. The Dodgers have a watermelon habanero margarita that comes in a souvenir water cooler cup.
What?
It looks like a little baseball water cooler.
Oh, that's fun.
I want
it. That you would have Gatorade in after a game where you won. You know, one of those things.
Do you think the spout works, or is it just for show?
First question. I hope it does.
If it doesn't work, that's a real missed opportunity to take something from great to even greater. That sounds good. Watermelon habanero margarita. And then the Mariners have a ferry food boat that they're going to serve, chicken tenders, fish and chips, crab nachos, and more. And it's in a little ferry boat. They give you a ferry boat.
So they're going like the movie theater route with the popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
Stuff that you can take home. But how much more expensive is this going to be?
It's probably pricey, I would guess. The Phillies have something called the Schwarbomb Sundae, which is a helmet filled with soft serve ice cream, funnel cake, fried strawberry Uncrustable.
That is like circus food right there.
Fresh strawberry sauce and fruity cereal pieces.
State Fair. Sorry, that's State Fair food.
And they have ramen bowls at some of these places. They're stepping it up, man. This place has the 999 challenge. This is available at 9 different ballparks. And you get 9 hot dogs and 9 beers. And you have to drink them in 9 innings and eat the hot dogs.
Someone's going to throw up for sure.
Every inning, you get it? And every inning, you have 1 hot dog and 1 beer. And the challenge is to get through all of them for the 9-9 challenge.
That sounds kind of fun.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, I'm going to link all of these up on See It Now because these are amazing. I'll use the machete as the link, but I'll put all of these 2026 baseball season food options at these different stadiums because they're incredible. All right, so we'll get to that here on See It Now during the break. We'll get to you and your dispatches when we come back. And I got to get to this mega viral clip from a courtroom. It'll definitely make you laugh when you hear it. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Have you guys ever heard of tonsil stones? Also called tonsillitis. Jack, I'm getting this right.
Are you?
I am. Tonsillitis. Oh, God. I think it's tonsillitis. God.
You are the gift that keeps on giving.
Is it tonsillitis?
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with a look at your forecast here for Central Florida from the Fox 35 Storm Team. Today around Orlando, it's actually going to be pretty decent. It's been a little unsettled for the last couple of days. 82 will be the high today.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes. YouTube is back. And already back to dumb comments. Just like that.
Are you okay with a basic?
Man, I want a machete. I feel like that's such a smart one. And that's such a great name. Honestly, when I think of Miami, I think like, shoot, is this a regional thing that most people wouldn't understand? People might go, well, yeah, I guess it looks like a machete. I would suggest in South Florida, and I grew up in South Florida. I spent my life from 6 years old to 26 in South Florida. I would suggest in South Florida, at least 50%, if not more, of garages have a machete in them. Those who live in South Florida know. At least 50% of South Florida garages have a machete. For snakes, creatures, you don't have that shit in the Midwest. No shot. Kevin says, thanks a lot, Sean. Now we're all hungry. They're stepping up their game. You remember when we were kids going to the baseball games? Food wasn't that good.
To find out more about Premier Men's Medical Center and their acoustic wave therapy, don't overthink it. Premier Men's Medical Center online at premiermensmedical.com.
That's YouTube's specialty, Johnny says, being dumb and political. It was just race-based, identity-based bullshit. And I saw the person who posted said, I feel like if I talk to Sean, you're not going to sort me out on that unless I can reset your entire mindset on it. It bears no importance on this case that the kids were black and the teachers were black. If you think that black kids should be able to fight in the classroom and the teacher saying it that way is somehow like culturally related, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. The rules are the rules. The situation is the situation. And race has absolutely nothing to do with it. None. Not a thing. So I don't like that shit. I think it's gross. I think we wade into that too much. For a little while, we had an entire country of people who just wanted to hate on folks just based on the color of their skin. I want to get past that kind of nonsense. It's useless. All right? Useless. I work overnights and missed seeing you guys last night. Cheryl, I'm so sorry. YouTube is so ridiculous. But I'm glad they came to their senses and we're back. That's good to see, right? Man, now I want a machete. That's dumb logic, I agree, Sean. I mean, it's obvious, right? Kevin says people act different in the hood is what she meant. Like, there could be different interpretations. I'm not going to try to completely get inside her mind, but it's just, it's bad. We need to kick this identitarian shit out of the water. We need to get that out of here. It's caused way too much division. We need to get that out of here. Nicole says, Project Hail Mary looks so stupid, I don't get it. Why? Why does it look stupid? You don't like sci-fi. 100%, right? I bet you don't like sci-fi. Live in the Vida Loca, yes, I can confirm. Secret show tonight, 8 p.m. We will be live on Discord and on thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see a countdown timer 1 hour before. You can watch, just like you watch the ad-free stream every single day, on the big screen if you're logged in and you're a Secret Show subscriber. We will be streaming on thenewsjunkie.com and also on Discord. TNJ chat ported right into the studio. Be there. Yeah, Sean, people act different in the hood. How will they get money besides robbing you? Come on, Chaos. I know what you're doing. Your bait is no good here. Nicole says, I couldn't watch the trailer all the way through. Lorena says, I'm trying to finish the book before watching the movies. My friends love that book. I thought the audiobook was good. I enjoyed it myself. Actually, no. I think I might have read the I read the ebook version of that, I think.
Get the fastest local alerts and
okay, we're coming back. Let's go.
It's easy to use and provides real-time customizable alerts so the weather never takes you by surprise.
Here we go, y'all.
Alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use and provides real-time customizable alerts so the weather never takes you by surprise. Plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store now.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the news.
From here? Okay, that's weird. All right, well, hold on. Stand by, everybody.
I told you, we talked about this little epidemic a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I've even seen it happen here. And I saw it yesterday. I was playing a little pea hockey with one of these suckers.
Oh, hold on. Stand by so I can set the stage here really quickly. We were talking recently on the show about, I guess there's a huge problem with people. It's not the masks anymore that people are throwing on the ground everywhere and throwing away. It's not like cigarette butts that's the biggest problem. It's not people complaining about flushable wipes not really being flushable and being flushed. But the phenomenon that has exploded out of nowhere, and C-Lane ran the numbers on this, the amount of Zins. And if you don't know what Zins are like nicotine pouches a lot of people use. And it just came out of nowhere, just like vaping. And it's nicotine pouches that you put in your lip. They're exploded in popularity, and now they're everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And we were talking about how people were flushing them down the toilet, and they were causing huge problems or just throwing them on the ground. And now I guess iHeart, our own bathroom, is doing this.
I feel like if you're flushing one down the toilet, that is the least of the problems. It's this. It's the leaving them in urinals so that the person cleaning the urinal has to fish them out of the and it's been covered in every single person's pee that's peed on it.
Yeah.
I've seen these signs at bars, but now they're at the workplace.
Yeah, I agree. If the folks who are hired to come and clean the office buildings and
hardest
clean
working
public
guy we have
bathrooms,
in this building.
right? Yeah, if they have to go in there and fish out the zins because you're plopping them down in the toilet while you're standing at the urinal and you're plopping your little nicotine pouch down into the toilet, that is wrong.
I think the pipes can handle them, right? I mean, they're not much bigger than a turd.
Yeah,
Or tampon.
they probably could get
You're supposed
through.
to flush those.
Although it depends. If you were taking like a whole thing and dumping them all down at once, that might be bad.
A little bit.
But it says I want you, and it's got Uncle Sam there pointing at you while you're using the urinal. It says I want you to stop putting your Zins pouches in the urinal. It's hit HQ. iHeartRadio is saying that we got to put a stop to this. I'm telling you, this has absolutely exploded as an issue out there because when Sealand ran the numbers, there were billions and billions of these things that have been made.
Yeah.
They got to put them somewhere, It's like, this is one of those things where we use these like single-use items all the time. And a lot of the fear over them, like the straw thing in particular, is kind of dumb. And the solutions aren't much better than the problem in so many cases. But I absolutely feel for anybody if it's like the staff and your laziness leads to them having to go in there and fish this out. Chaos on Twitch says, this is worse than taking a Duke in the urinal. No, it's not. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's not.
Many more Zins over.
Yeah.
Number 2.
And you know what? Because I know without even doing it, if we brought on the crew that cleans the bathrooms at iHeartRadio and we asked them which one of them they would prefer, they would go, I'll take the Zins. They'd say preferably none of them would be great if you don't mind, but I'll take the Zins if it comes down to it. I'm pretty sure would be their decision.
A little Zin disposal bin right next to the
Possibly.
urinal?
Yeah, put them in the trash
happen.
can. Put them in the trash can, for God's sake. That's where everything goes. You know what the problem is? I hate to say this because some of you are not going to like this. You're not going to like this, and I apologize in advance only a little bit. Here's the deal. There is a big crossover between the types of people who used to dip tobacco and the people who currently do Zins. The personality type, there's a crossover there. It's almost a circle if it were a Venn diagram. The shared space between people who are those tobacco chewing types and people who are the Zin people. And the tobacco dipping types for years and years have done things like going on an airplane and then dipping in a water bottle, and then you just leave your dip water bottle in the back seat pouch thing. And there is a personality that is tied to these things, and you got some gross folks among you. Now, I'm not talking about all of you, as with everything else. I'm just generally speaking. I'm saying, generally speaking, in the world of people who chew tobacco, there's a lot of grossos in there, and they don't care about just spitting their stuff out. And when you have that leach over into the Zins world, and now all these people got to figure out where to put their Zins, where they go, I know where to put it. I'm just putting it in the toilet right here. And then they spit it on down, and then some poor person has to fish it out. It's vile. It's gross. Don't do it. And now you got somebody pointing at you when you're in the Real Radio, iHeartRadio urinal, just trying to do your business.
I love
there.
the same image was used to draft people into fighting for the United States of America, and now it's don't put Zins in a urinal.
That's how you get Americans' attention over the decades. You just go, you have the guy pointing directly at you, I want you, and that'll get your attention. Let's see if it fixes it. That's not the only bathroom message we've had. iHeartRadio constantly has some sort of bathroom message up. There was one because there was somebody in the bathroom who was using way, way, way too much toilet paper every single time. And when they were doing this, it was causing the bathroom toilets to overflow.
I have never caused the bathroom toilet here. Not ones that would take toilet paper to overflow.
How would you know? Sometimes you hit it and and you walk out and then it just keeps filling up.
Well, how are you so sure that it is me?
I thought I remember you talking about at least once plugging up the bathroom at iHeartRadio.
Not to my knowledge. Not to my recollection. I mean, I could have. I've plugged up bathrooms. Just about everywhere I've gone, except for here.
Listen to this guy. These the lyrics to Dead or Alive? I've seen them a million bathrooms and I've plugged them all.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay, I got to get to this clip. It's so good. It's such a banger clip out of this courtroom. And I want to play it. I'll probably play it after the top of the hour. I will work a couple of things in between. And one is not good news, folks. Not good news. This is a bad news alert. I don't even think I have one of those. And this is about the U.S. Postal Service. Things are getting more expensive. We better get those shirts out. We better get that postage paid for. By the way, I want to say thank you to everybody who bought merch in the latest merch drop and to everybody who's been so patient, except for that one guy. There's one guy who's emailed every day asking, after he purchased the shirt, emailed every day asking where it was. That one guy's not patient. But you'll get it, buddy. You'll get it. So they're all going out. They arrived today. All the shirts are coming back from the printers.
They arrived to Sean's today.
Yeah, they arrived to my place today. And then they will be packaged and sent off. And every single person who ordered a shirt in the latest merch drop, either design, will get them next week. Probably early next week. Every single person by the end of the week will have your shirts that you ordered. And again, thank you for your patience, except for that one guy. So here's the news. U.S. Postal Service to hike prices as the war in Iran drives up fuel costs. And it's from Bloomberg. This is true. It says, the U.S. Postal Service plans to rise prices to offset rising transportation expenses, including the cost of fuel, a sign that the mail carrier is feeling the strain of higher oil prices because of the war in Iran. The USPS will increase prices by 8% on some packages until mid-January of next year. 8% on some packages, they said in a statement. The change will apply to its Priority Mail Express, USPS Ground Advantage, and Parcel Select offerings. First-class stamps will not be affected. So if you're just sending regular envelopes with a stamp on them, no big deal. But the USPS is increasing prices for like the next year or so because things have gotten more expensive. And this is what happens when gas is more expensive. I tell people all the time, folks don't look down the road enough, or they're too stupid. Like there's a lot of people who are just too stupid or don't care if chaos breaks out or have really bad ideas that they're really, really excited about. So people will be like, you know what? $50 an hour minimum working wage. And you'll go, like for kids' jobs at a McDonald's flipping burgers? Yes, everybody deserves $50 an hour, Sean. And I go, do you know what's going to happen? 99% of the people with these jobs are not going to have them anymore because they're going to be replaced by robots if you want $50 an hour, right? That's one thing that's going to happen. Number two, you're going to have like one employee over the whole store. And I think you'll have some of these like fast food job chains melt into like 1/10 of what they were. Number three, you'll remove entry-level jobs from the job market, which are important for young kids to give them some idea of what a work week looks like and what it looks like to get out there and get on the grind a little bit, what it looks like to not make that much money so you can make big money down the road. When you want to pay people $50 an hour, some crazy number like that, people throw around all sorts of numbers that they think are the perfect number. Down the line, things get more expensive. The same is true from this. You have a war in Iran and oil prices go through the roof. The companies that ship stuff all around the United States of America have to pay more for gas to get the thing to your house. And when they pay more for gas to get the thing to your house, you pay more for the thing. So this is how it happens with the Postal Service, too. And things are more expensive. And it's probably directly related to what's happening in Iran. So get ready to pay more to ship stuff, even merch, even shirts. When we come back, I'll get into that clip. Trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth the wait. It's right here. It's next. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets on our all-new...
Welcome behind the scenes. Go mic activated. Ryan on YouTube says, kids can press the crosswalk button for robots taking their jobs. Nice work. Son, your new job is just helping the robot cross the street. Do I get paid for it? No.
This report is sponsored by Florida
Sorry.
Pest Control. Termite swarms are active in your area and can cause...
Kevin said, my company cut my commission 10%?
Florida's termite
Not because of the war in Iran? They just wanted to cut your commission percentages in the middle of your time working there? That doesn't seem fair. Learn to code. I have bad news about that. To all of the people who were told to learn to code. Brian says massive layoffs. Yeah, we've already seen that. It'll just get worse. Insecure Walrus says, it's like somebody who ships things like FedEx or UPS caused the lawmakers to pass goofy restrictions on the post office. Post office wouldn't be hurting if they didn't have a messed up pension funding they have to deal with. That's true, actually. But as far as I recall, am I wrong about this? Hang on, I don't want to be wrong. Let me make sure I'm right. But I could be wrong. Does the U.S. Post Office lose money every year?
Not every single year, but for many years, the U.S. Postal Service has reported significant financial losses. This is largely due to a combination of declining first-class mail volumes, legal requirements to pre-fund retiree health benefits, and increased competition in package delivery. Some years have seen smaller losses or slight operational profits, but overall, the trend has been financially challenging.
What have some of the bigger losses been for years?
Some of the more dramatic losses have been in the billions. For example, in the early 2010s, annual losses often surpassed $5 billion, with one year hitting over $15 billion.
All right, so there you go. So they lost a lot of money because less people were sending letters and not enough people were paying for things that offered a big return for the USPS. And probably because it was government run, which usually leads to these things being a massive monetary failure. And then because of the pensions being really, really expensive. So yeah, those are huge issues. But let's be real. All of those vehicles, all of those post office vehicles, a lot of them, at least a lot of them, still run on gas. So it's expensive. Who was the candidate that was going to pay us to sit at home, Ryan says? Yang Gang? Universal basic income. Which isn't the worst idea, actually. And we already do that, basically. Just by a different name. 90 seconds and we're back. So good to be back on YouTube today. Take that, YouTube. Trump saying that Iran wants to make a deal. He's been saying that for a while, though. Do they really want to make a deal? He said the reason they want to make a deal is because they've been beat to shit. I'll pull the clip at some point. All right, folks, we're coming back right now. Here we go. I got this great court clip finally for you right now.
For a free quick quote today, 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the news.
Over and over and over. You deserve more. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about everything happening viral on planet Earth. And boy, do I have something for you in a second. Wait till you hear this. Join the show. Send us an email. Send us a dispatch. Record your video or audio dispatches to get on the show right now. Let's go to the courtroom. I teased it. I promised it. And I've brought it for you. This is fantastic. This happened in Detroit, Michigan. And I guess we can ask Mo what's going on with this, but I guess they're still doing quite a bit of those Zoom court hearings. I don't know why they're still doing that. Maybe because it's just like easy to get more people through faster or something.
Probably.
But, you know, they're still doing a lot of those court hearings where you can be on Zoom. And this woman was doing something you're not allowed to do. You're allowed to attend court via Zoom in some places still, but you're not allowed to do it while behind the wheel of your car. That you're not allowed to do. That's a problem.
Now, we've had somebody doing it while in surgery before. I think that was
that was a great one.
That was probably only dangerous for one person, whereas the woman behind the wheel of her car would be dangerous for a lot of people. But is it apparent that she's actively driving?
Yeah, it is. She's definitely in the driver's seat. But guess what, C-Lane? She's going to tell everybody that she definitely is not. Listen in and hear how the judge handles this whole situation. The woman attending court via Zoom, definitely driving and definitely in the driver's seat of her car. Let's listen in.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car.
You're still not. I'm not hearing cases with people driving or as passengers in cars.
Okay, I will pull over right now.
Short of us coming out to everybody's house. And
So the guy's already going, well, you're not allowed to drive. She goes, I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car. Now, I know sometimes stuff gets a little mirrored when you're using your camera. And
correct.
Flip you around a little bit. But from my perspective, she looks like she's in the driver's seat of a car here.
But unless she's mirrored.
Yeah, maybe she's right, and the judge is wrong.
Her saying that she'll pull over.
Exactly.
Yeah. By the way,
that was the part kind of gave it away.
I'll pull over.
You're still not. I'm not hearing cases with people driving or as passengers in cars.
Okay, I will pull over right
Short
now.
of us coming out.
She did just give up the game there.
Brandon, come on. Amateur.
I am not driving. Okay, well, I need the car to be to the side of the road. Okay, I'll pull over the car that I'm definitely driving right now in just a moment.
I mean, to be fair, though, what would be so bad if she was the passenger in a car?
I think they don't. I think they don't allow it because maybe they're worried that people will do this exact thing. But that's allowed to be on a phone if you're a passenger.
Sure.
Just not in court, I guess. But she keeps going. She keeps going with a lie.
Everybody's house and doing these on boats and stuff in the summer. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I have an emergency. I'm going out of town for a family member, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry.
I will have my driver pull over.
I will have my driver pull over. It's definitely not me. Gustav, could you pull over at the earliest convenience, please? Now she's got a stage going, right? She's created a stage where she's like, I'm not driving, definitely, even though you could see me on this Zoom call in court, judge. I'm not driving, but I now have a driver, and I'll tell them.
I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to be in a car, but hang on 1 second.
The judge is...
Am I crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger in the car, sir.
You're looking straight at the road.
What side of the car are you on?
I'm on the left-hand side.
How would you be on the left-hand side if you're a passenger?
The judge is getting through it here. The judge is like, all right, process of elimination. I think we've got you pinned, lady. Just admit it. You're driving this car in this court hearing. Is she under oath at this point? Oh, I don't know. She is in court. I don't know if they've sworn her in via the Zoom hearing. I guess that must happen.
Let's see. Am I missing something?
Right-hand side. I'm sorry. I've been sitting in a room. I didn't know.
What does that even mean? I'm sorry. I've been sitting in a room. I didn't even know. When you sit in a room after a while, do you lose your left hand and right hand?
Yeah.
Forget the difference between the
Didn't
two.
even know.
The last commercial break, I just turned around and ran straight into the wall. I don't know where anything
It
is.
happens. You get spun sideways. Oh, here she goes.
Yeah, the seatbelt's coming off of the of the driver's side. Now you're lying to me, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not, sir.
All right. I love this. She's still going. You are caught in 4K, lady. The judge knows you're driving this car.
Crazy, Judge.
Everybody with a brain knows it. You're denying the reality that is in front of all of us.
There's one easy way to put this to bed instantly, ma'am.
How?
Show the driver.
That's
Tilt
true.
your phone over, pan your phone over.
He doesn't like to be on
Show
camera.
the driver.
C-Lane, boy, do I have good news for you. Boy, do I have good news for you. Let's see what happens.
Show you the driver.
Let me see the driver.
You hear that? Whoever that was in court was like, tell her to show you the driver. There's a C-Lane in the courtroom who goes, tell her to show you the driver.
Show you the driver.
Let me see the driver.
First of all, her eyes dart. So he goes, show me the driver. And she's like,
Didn't think that.
What did you think was going to happen?
The driver, Gustav, you mean? Gustav. Okay, well, all right. She could have stopped right here. She could have said, I have to admit, Your Honor, I apologize profusely. I was lying and I shouldn't have done it. And I just got down this path. I apologize.
My twin sister is driving.
She keeps going. She keeps going. The judge has now said, show me the driver. She keeps going.
Let me see the driver.
Hang on 1 second.
No.
I have to ask their permission. Oh my God.
No. Is she going to fake talk to them?
Oh, she scoots her way out of the car.
You weren't in the driver's side. You think I'm that stupid?
She scoots out of the car and she starts circling around the car really quickly. So the guy's not going to realize what side of the vehicle she got out of. And
you think I'm that stupid?
Yeah, she does. I think she does.
I'm going to go ahead and enter a default judgment. Our paperwork says that we can't have, that they can't drive. Does it not, Jennifer?
Jennifer, huh?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I took a breath in and started choking. Well, I missed what
Is
you
our
said.
paperwork?
What's going on in this courtroom? Jennifer's almost dying.
She's not a creative gal. But she just keeps on
I took
trucking.
a breath and started choking.
I need to ask the invisible person permission. I'm not driving. And then just tries to... Would a blurred background have changed all of this?
Possibly, it could have. Jennifer, you see, it works for the court. And Jennifer hasn't had a lot of real problems in her life. She's having problems just breathing. She's I took in some air and I was choking on it.
That they can't drive. Does it not, Jennifer?
Jennifer?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I took a breath in and started choking. Well, I missed what
Does
you
our
said.
paperwork not tell people that they can't be in a car?
I don't know, Your Honor. I'd have to look at it
The
again. I haven't
paperwork
looked
that
at it in a
I'm
while.
looking at, it does not say that I cannot be in a car.
I'm entering a default judgment. You lied to me.
Throw her in prison.
1921-85. Send me your counsel and put in there defendant was not available at the time and then was driving a car and telling the court she was not. I'm entering a default judgment.
Guess what, lady? You lose. You lose.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day, ma'am. You lose. Didn't work out for you. She thought that she'd be able to zoom on in from the car and the judge would be so dumb. Imagine this mindset of thinking that you are smarter than everybody in the world when you have a sub 80 IQ like this lady. Like we have a decent amount of people in the United States of America like this. They have like a sub 80 IQ, but they think they're smarter than everybody else.
Yeah.
And the judge goes, it looks like you're in the driver's seat. No. What are you, stupid? They're dumb, they're wrong, and they're loud. And I love when they get served up on a plate like this. So kudos to the judge for a job well done here.
There are situations, and I don't believe Zoom is one of them, but there are situations in which you use your front-facing camera on your phone and you're not able to unmirror it for like certain apps when you're posting your videos or doing your socials. They may have even started weeding all that out. But, I mean, to not be able to just, look over and show a driver, I mean, you're dead to rights there, man.
Yeah, that question got her. And
I think you're going to outsmart somebody who has gone through law school. You know, gotten into the point where you're a judge you're the head of the courtroom. I know there are some judges that are old and out of touch with technology, but I mean, you that one was pretty easy.
You know what would have been the galaxy brain defense here, though? If she was driving along and then the judge goes, "Show me the driver," and she pans over and she has a full-on like crash test dummy on another wheel next to her,
like an airplane,
like
it goes right into a wall because he actually was driving the whole time.
And they're like, "Oh, well, all right, you know, she got us. She was smarter than I thought she was. She was much smarter than I had considered she might be." We want to get to you. A lot of your emails are rolling in on the show. It's very easy to join us. Email tips@thenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's see here. What do we have? Somebody emailed about the teacher in the classroom who the teacher claimed that she got arrested simply because she did what school policy was. And when there was a fight in this classroom, she didn't intervene because she didn't want to get hurt. Insurance doesn't cover her, and the policy says that you're not supposed to intervene. But then, upon a little bit more inspection, that version of the story did not appear to be true. She's in the classroom, and the cops watched the video afterwards where she pretty clearly is saying, let him fight, let him fight, let him fight. She says it many, many times. She blocks other kids from getting involved, but she doesn't verbally tell them to stop, not once in the occurrence of this video of the kids fighting in the classroom. Barry says about this teacher, who has a GoFundMe now for $10,000, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I have not seen the video, but I wonder where the video starts. Is it possible she already told them to stop numerous times before the video started and they didn't react and she gave up and thinks, let them fight because help is on the way? It's possible. Yeah, the video starts with the fight already going. There might be more footage, but all the footage that has been released shows doesn't look good for the teacher because she's going, let him fight, like a referee in a boxing match would do. Mike says, I would say the devil's in the details. The non-interference policy of the school situation, if the policy just states not to interfere and doesn't define specifically the level or type, even verbal violation of this policy could wind up getting you fired. I know it's a stretch, but maybe Mo might have a more definitive answer. Let's put it on the Mo list for our attorney Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. It is a good question to ask him, but I think as a teacher, you have to at least say, like, stop. You guys need to stop fighting. You need to break it up, break it up. When you're not doing that, I think that you're almost encouraging it by going, let them fight, let them fight, let them fight. But we will take more comments on this, and I'll look for more updates on the story. Join us with your thoughts on this or the judge letting the lady have it there in the car. Tips, TIPS, @thenewsjunkie.com. What were we going to say, Seela?
Just what the question was, but I think I got it.
For Mo, let's make the question like, if there's a policy that says the teacher shouldn't intervene, and it specifically says like, don't even say anything to him, if that's the school policy, and she's following the school policy, but the school policy ends up running into an issue where the cops say, whether you were following policy or not, that's against the law. Now she would be actually getting arrested for just following the rules of her school. So I wonder what would guide that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Here's another one. This is Andrew, who emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com about the kids fighting in school. Junkies, I think the official policy should be like in the NHL. The referees let the hockey players fight, so let the kids fight until the fight goes to the ice or the floor in the case of the classroom. Then you get in there and pull them apart.
Pull them apart and they both get fined for fighting.
This way they burn off steam and settle it once and for all. Maybe we have penalty boxes. Oh, this will be great for schools. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The kids can't read or write, and you're giving them 5 for fighting, as C-Line said.
But okay, here's a good question. If I was just walking down the street downtown, and I see two kids
singing "Do-Wah-Diddy,"
Diddy-dum,
Diddy. Go ahead, never mind.
Two kids were?
Two kids are duking it out like they were in that video.
Are they underage?
Sure, they're kids. They're I don't know where their parents are.
I hope they're underage.
It's not my why.
Because
I'm trying. I don't know.
You know what? Forget it. You know what I mean. I don't want grown-ass men fighting in the classroom. That would be weird. That's what I mean.
I'm walking down the streets and I just see like over in a park somewhere, two kids are fighting. I don't have any
Responsibility.
Yeah, I don't have any
you're not,
responsibility there.
Because you're not responsible for the kids. The teacher is responsible for the kids in a school, though.
True.
That's the difference. There's some sort of responsibility on the basis of the job. It's just like if you go back to Stoneman Douglas. Remember the cop who was too big of a pussy to go in, who had a gun but wouldn't stop Nicholas Cruz from shooting all the kids at the school? Now, if that was just a person, they don't have the responsibility to go into the classroom, and that's not their job. That's not their responsibility in that case. But when you're the school resource officer,
I think they've told the teacher it's not her job either.
Well, this is actually not a great example on my part because that cop actually won the case. They even told him that he wasn't required to get in there and start shooting them up and stop the school shooter. He says, wait a minute. Instead of smoking rooms at the airport, we could convert these to penalty boxes too. Take these unruly passengers off planes and into the penalty. He wants to put penalty boxes everywhere, says Andrew. Keep up the great work as always. Thank you, Andrew, for the email. When we come back, boy, is gas getting expensive, but hold on. Hit the brakes. Tap them all the way. Whether you're in the driver's seat or the passenger seat of the car, you got to be freaked out by this. $8.71 a gallon? What the hell is happening here? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
There's a look that he has that's that F-boy look. And
What's an F-boy?
The F stands for F.
Oh. So would Ryan be an F-boy?
No.
Oh, how about me? Am I an F-boy?
No. Yeah, the F
okay, you didn't say it so quick, Angelique. But,
Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Ghostbird says cops don't have to protect. Isn't that kind of crazy, though? That precedent seems so crazy to me. Like, cops don't have to protect you. What the hell's their job?
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma.
Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit.
Just ask a cop if they put officer safety above citizen safety. They'll tell you.
Money back. Start filing today in the Credit Karma.
It's probably true.
Did you know that Mortgage Guy Don does a live radio show every Saturday? That's right, each week on Saturday mornings, Don and his crew are answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio.
Chat, rate my shirt today. Rate my t-shirt for the day.
All the informative episodes right there on that
Thoughts?
Or of course, wherever you download podcasts.
Well, it's really comfortable. If that changes your opinion at all, it's very comfortable. Fits nice. The Steppa fee says 10. 10 out of 10. It's a nice shirt. I like it. Kevin! 7 and 11 out of 10. A 9.3. Neil says, I thought it was to protect and serve. True. Yeah, I mean, actually, I think a police officer quite obviously has way more of a duty to serve and protect people than a teacher does. But a teacher is an authority figure in the classroom, and so I would just at least expect the language from the teacher to match that and say, stop, stop fighting, we need to break it up. She was doing the opposite of that. Now, just for the record, I don't know that with this teacher, maybe there's some common ground here. I don't know that I would really want this teacher to be in jail, or I don't know about the criminal charges against the teacher, but I do think she should be fired for this 100%. That's bad. I really don't know about charging her, and I don't even know if they'll actually be successful with the case against her. But I do think that she should be fired. Yeah. 10 Catherines out of 10 for the shirt. Nice. Black Whopper shirt would be better. Well, it's on the way. On the way. By the way, for your shirt orders, you should be getting email updates today. Those email updates will include tracking numbers and other information about your order as it's being processed. Couple of minutes. And we're back to talk about gas at $8.71. I'm going to toss that as a 12 on weekends. Let's do it. Yeah, let's go for it. All right, I added it. Working on our syndicated weekend show, the News Junkie Weekend Edition. Adding that segment that we just did, a 12-minute segment. It was fatter than that for you, but we'll cut off some of the tail end. Adding the segment of the judge and the lady to our Weekend Edition show. Anna says, California gas is much more expensive since they have environmental additives and have to import their gas. That is partially true. Yes. California has a lot of local taxes, state taxes, regulations on blends of gas, lots of stuff that makes their gas way more expensive. And it does an absolute negligible amount to improve anything on planet Earth, just for the record. It makes people more poor, does nothing to save anybody. Man-Kick says they already pay that in England even without a war. Yeah, but here's the thing. In England, they pay for gas by the liter. So I think it sneaks up on you slower. I think the price increase sneaks up on you slow. Can you believe MTV reality guy may become the mayor of LA? Which MTV reality guy? What candidate are you talking about? Is it Jesse from MTV? Spencer Pratt? Oh, Spencer Pratt's not going to win. I do like him going after Karen Bass, though, because that dumb bitch is a disaster for Los Angeles. And Karen Bass, what happened with her and the fires in Los Angeles and the process with permits for everybody trying to rebuild after those fires, people in Malibu who haven't had a single piece of block put back up on their burned down houses, people in neighborhoods where they're now required to pay the homeowners association $100,000 before they rebuild anything. Los Angeles and those fires, that was woo. But I don't think he would have enough support to win. Maybe I'm wrong. Spencer Pratt, maybe he wins. Question. Was Spencer Pratt on Laguna Beach? Because I saw Laguna Beach is doing a reunion. Was that him? Missy says she could see it happening.
College basketball back in the spotlight. March Hoops will have everyone talking.
That game was unbelievable.
Whose brackets are busted? Cinderella stories and buzzer beaters that make history. Lock into Fox Sports Radio is your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app. Plus, binge-on-demand podcasts for more coverage with The Dan Patrick Show, The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Their front line looks like an NBA front line.
And more. Search college basketball on the iHeartRadio app to stay in the know.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the news.
$0.71 a gallon. That's a shocker. That's a shocker right there. I'll explain. I'll tell you what's going on with this gas station going viral in just a moment here. We got a lot to get to as the show rolls on. In fact, we got the next episode coming up before too long and a whole bunch more. But $8.71 per gallon. What the hell is going on here? You knew it right away. That's a California gas price right there. In fact, it's LA's most infamous gas station on the corner of Cesar E. Chavez Road. For now, they're going after that guy now. He's been dead for decades, I think, but they're going after Cesar Chavez after a New York Times report and trying to rename all the roads that are named after him. But this is one of the most infamous gas stations.
Drive.
I don't think so. Not in L.A. I don't know if that's happening, but $8.71 a gallon, it says. $8.71 a gallon. Kiss my ass.
Looks like we're walking in California.
Welcome to Los Angeles' most infamous gas station. So homes
Nobody
are
walks in L.A.
So homes are like $1 million a piece. Traffic is nightmarish. All right, nightmarish, and everything is way more expensive than anywhere else in the country. But don't worry, gasoline is also through the roof. It says the drab Chevron, this is from Yahoo News, at the edge of Chinatown always makes the news. It's one of those Los Angeles gas stations that garners gasps, even shrieks from Angelinos shocked by the cost per gallon.
Is that like the equivalent of our gas station, either right by the airport?
Mm-hmm,
that has the sign kind of way off to the side, like in the corner of the lot, but not visible to the main road. There's another one right around the corner from where my wife used to work that was in like the attractions area deep in the hotel section, and they were like notorious for people posting pictures and stuff of their gas prices because they would just jack them up so high.
This happens a lot. Near airports, near where rental cars are returned, they know that the people have to fill up the rental car, and they know that they probably aren't familiar with the town. Mm-hmm. So sometimes entire businesses are based off of just screwing with people and saying, well, pull on in and fill up. And then they don't see that it's more expensive. Absolutely happens. In the case of LA, it's even more expensive. The infamous gas station at the corner of Alameda Street and East Cesar Chavez Avenue is busy with a steady stream of customers nonetheless. For decades now, the station has been the place news photographers, camera crews, and social media influencers go to when prices spike. Right now, $8.71 for regular. That's the cheap stuff. What does the expensive stuff cost there, for God's sake? That's unbelievable. In California, just for the record, the average price for a gallon of unleaded gas is $5.30, $5.37 actually. In Los Angeles, it's $5.72 for regular gas. And that's because of a lot of things. One, there's all sorts of environmental taxes that they levy, local and state taxes in California. They're outrageous. They do nothing to help anybody except bankrupt more people who are struggling in a very expensive city. They do nothing to help humanity at all, but they make things more expensive. And so that's one reason why Los Angeles gas is more expensive. Number two, they have environmental demands from politicians that require different blends of gasoline in the vehicle that are seen as cleaner somehow or safer or better for the environment. They don't really do anything markedly different, and we see no results we see no changes as a result of this. But again, it's more expensive for everybody. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but they keep electing the people. So there you go. But the overall price of gallon was $5.37 for regular unleaded gas, $8.71 at that place. I'd love to know what the other stuff costs, because this isn't an updated version. This was when it was $8.29 for regular, so 50 cents cheaper. Supreme was $8.49. So it's possible that the good gas, 93 octane or whatever,
$8.91.
It would be maybe even close to $9 a gallon in some of these cities in California. So the reason why gas prices are the cost that they are is based off of market prices. They shift the prices around to make you pay more. It's brutal, and I don't think it's fair myself, because when oil goes up $50 a barrel, it's going to take a long time for that to actually impact the stuff that they have in supply at the pump. I don't think it should go up as quick as it does, but that's one reason. When oil goes up, gas prices go up. Then you have these blends that places require. Then you have the taxes. Then you have all of this stuff. I can't believe people still show up and fill their vehicles up when it's that much money. I wouldn't pay that much. But they said they've had enough of all the attention from reporters, TikTok personalities, and gawkers. When you get close to the prices and try to take a picture, staff members run out and try to get you with a broom. They're trying to stop them.
But you can't hit me with a broom.
Let them fight.
To get you.
Let 'em fight.
Is that a true story?
They said, I made up the broom part, but they said that they run outside. It says apparently the gas station owners have had enough of all the attention from reporters, TikTok personalities, and other gawkers. As customers were being interviewed pumping gas last week, an attendant approached a Times reporter and asked them to leave, saying it was private property. The attendant gestured toward the sky, saying, "The boss is watching" up on the camera, and he would not hesitate to call security for them being at the place trying to film the high gas prices. Man, $8.71 a gallon. Would you fill up still? That's my question.
If I heard that somewhere in town was shooing people away for photographing their gas prices, I would probably go straight there.
You know what's crazy?
And see just what they've got. You're gonna
whole camera crew. See if they could stop all of us.
I mean, I could literally pull into whatever's next door. You know, the McDonald's, the In-N-Out Burger, if it's LA. You know, I could pull in next door, fly my drone in the air and get a picture of it, and they can't say nothing.
Somebody says $3.79 here, Missy on TNJ chat. It costs $73 to fill up today. California can keep their gas. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, that's just crazy to make it even more expensive for people. $3.79 is expensive enough. It was bringing me back. I remember the old radio gags and bits that they would do where a radio station would go, "We're giving away $1,000 or $10,000 worth of gas, and it's free. So you just pull into this gas station." And the gas station would have this big, long, winding line of all these people for the radio bit. And like, what is that? What's going on? Oh, it's the radio station. They're giving away gas. And they'd give away $10,000, let's say, of gas, and it would go on forever. Gas would be $1 a gallon. For you to fill up, it'd be like $16. Extrapolate from there how far $10,000 goes. And now you have gas $3.79, and that's a good deal compared to what's going on in some of these places. But if you did $10,000 as a promotion to people for free gas, it'd be gone like that. Things are a lot more expensive. How much is too much for you? $8.71 a gallon. You paying? Let us know. Send a dispatch or an email. Tips, TIPS, @thenewsjunkie.com. Quick break. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? There are screenshots of an alleged exchange between two celebrities that are very likely fake, yet very freaking funny. Like cologne made of farts funny, allegedly. You know the beginning of the Circle of Life, Lion King main song?
Right.
Ever make up those lyrics for an LOL? Well, the composer would like a word and all of your money. Plus, someone put a lot of their money where that rhino's butt is. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with...
Hey, you. Welcome behind the scenes. We spared no expense. Skull mic is activated. That's this mic down here. There's a skull on top of it. Bad design decision to make it so you couldn't see the skull. So each time I introduce it to new people, I have to remind you that it's a skull mic. Josh says, Trump keeps saying end of year tariff rebates. We need it this month. I wouldn't hold your breath.
Is sponsored by Credit Karma.
I don't know if that was ever going to happen, but I think the Supreme Court tariff decision made it clear that the tariff thing is going to be stuck in courts for like a while. We are bringing in money, but it's going to be stuck in courts for a while, and you ain't getting it, I don't think.
New windows, don't wait for hurricane season to start. Get ahead of it and get your free quote today from Reese Windows and Doors. They have been installing windows, my friends.
Hey, Bird Nerd on TNJ Chat. Good to see you over there. Hope you're doing well.
When you sell the house, that increases the value of your of your home.
Kevin says I got free gas.
Energy bills plus
Grilled onions does it to me. It's gross. That's gross.
8 weeks installation is included. Get your free quote today by visiting MauriceWindows.com. That's REECE.
Hello, Tequila Coco Moan. How are you? Boy, I'm glad it wasn't 7 days. A 7-day ban on YouTube would have been brutal. It was getting wild putting that many people in the Twitch cage just yesterday. And not for nothing, but I was looking at the numbers on the ad-free stream,
Keep in mind, that when it's the ad-free stream, when it's all the people watching on the ad-free stream, you don't see those numbers on YouTube. You don't see those numbers on Twitch. But those are the numbers that Twitch and YouTube don't pay for. I pay for those numbers. I pay for that bandwidth. So that's why this is nice. And that's why now I've got good news. Stand by. Good news incoming. Stand by. Stand by.
Just as important, the ring itself. The setting, the look. She doesn't want ordinary. She wants something that she's dreamed about her whole life. Something that reflects her style and personality. And that's where international.
All right, here we go.
Comes in.
Incoming.
That carries all the top bridal designers. Rings that other stores aren't even allowed to offer. Thousands to choose from. An IDC ring is unlike any other. Artistic, innovative design, handcrafted precision, exceptional detail and quality.
You get this right.
Our selection of dazzling diamonds, whether you're looking for a scintillating natural diamond or an eye-catching lab-grown diamond.
And TNJ chat. Hopefully this does not blow you out of the water with a bunch of messages. Here goes nothing. Boom! Thank you to Cosidius for the gifted sub. One Secret Show's subscription gifted and very quickly claimed. Thank you to the person who claimed that as well. Much appreciated. Thank you for that. Every single gifted sub helps. Dow is down 361 points. God, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Can we wrap this Iran shit up, please? I thought the Dow was at 50K. Thank you, Cosidius, so much for the gifted sub. You too can gift the gift of secret shows. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit the gift icon, and you'll get credit on the stream and sometimes on the show. And also, you get email updates when people claim the subscriptions that you gift, which is kind of fun. We'll see where you end up on the leaderboard. And we have a secret show tonight right here in this studio. You can watch live at thenewsjunkie.com. A countdown timer starts at 7, show starts at 8. You can chat along with us live. If you can't make that, don't worry. Secret Shows drops on Fridays at 5 p.m. Uncensored shows only available for Secret Show subscribers on thenewsjunkie.com. Here we go.
800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Dispatch, this is Mindy, Advanced Air Home Services.
Well, boy, it's getting hot out there. Now, if your AC is making funny noises, just needs a once-over, or your home isn't as cool as it used to be, visit AdvancedAirandHeat.com. Advanced Air Home Services. License CAC 1820806.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is
The next episode is coming up in just a moment here on the show. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And WC on YouTube says, TNJ chat is amazing because no matter where you are, as long as you have a signal and a device, you have chat. It's right in the browser. Yes, it is indeed. There's people go nuts over there. They're playing all the games. There's like Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Family Feud action going on. You can post photos called peeks. You can send whispers to people. It is an absolutely amazing experience, and I hope more of you start checking it out. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, and you'll see the link to be in TNJ chat. The future sits there. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Oh, say, can you see?
Nothing.
Nailed it.
It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
I know what nailing it sounds like.
You want to try one more time?
To get it better than that? No, I got it. Yeah.
Damn it.
Smoke weed every day.
Very ominous.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, the Home Loans Radio Show, a proud sponsor of the next episode, as well as Fritz on the Street, coming up very soon. And when it comes to refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, starting a business, HELOCs, reverse mortgages, and everything in between, work with someone who's got your back, an expert, a friend, plain and simple. There is no spam, there is no hassle, just peace of mind. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
'Twas a mere 14 years ago, 2012. The man known as Mr. This movie.
Titanic.
Titanic is right. The director?
James Cameron.
That is correct. 2 points. And in 2012, on this day, he conducted the first manned exploration of the deepest point on Earth, the Challenger Deep, baby, at the southern end of the Mariana Trench. And I forgot to send you the damn video. It looked really cool. They were really down in there. So deep.
Down in that trench.
The Challenger Deep was 36,070 feet deep, almost 7 miles. By comparison, Mount Everest is only about 5.5 miles, so even deeper than that. So wet.
Deep from like ocean level?
Yes. Yeah. Almost 7 miles, whereas Mount Everest is 29,000 feet above sea level, about 5.5 miles.
Damn.
So do the math. He really got down in there. Wasn't that also on 9/11 when they came back up? They had to tell him all the things
that might have
happened?
been another Titanic mission he was on.
Gotcha. And here we are talking about treasures and mountains and things that are deep underground. And did you know some of Hollywood's greatest treasures are being stored in Kansas, 600 feet underground in a salt mine?
What?
Tell you what. Here we go. The mine, huge. Also houses a massive museum called Stratica, dedicated to what else? Salt mining. But in the constant 68-degree temperature, 45% humidity makes it ideal for storing paper, film, and other materials. Like such. The George Clooney Batman suit, the one with the nipples. It is right there in the salt mine.
Mm-hmm.
As well as historic movies like Ben-Hur, Star Wars, and old silent films. Every episode of MASH in that salt mine.
Why?
I don't know. The original film negative of The Wizard of Oz. There's also about 50 acres worth of stuff that is just completely off limits to the public.
Would the salt mine keep it like dry so that the like moisture wouldn't mess with the film and some of the other artifacts? Maybe
No one gets to see it, or are we?
That's why they do it. That's why they store them in those places. And I've seen tours of them. They're like these huge caves that they've built out with all these areas to store stuff. Just seems like we can like digitize this stuff.
Also sounds like a perfect place for the apocalypse. So I will get the exact address and send it over. 50 acres worth of stuff that's off limits, like I said. Also, I guess boring stuff like oil and gas company leases, architectural blueprints, secret government documents, and even newspapers announcing the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
All right.
And
now Sean wants in.
The bat suit with the nipples. And if you want to feel old, apparently we are amongst relics that may be in the salt mines in the next couple years. According to GameStop, how dare you, GameStop, after all we did, they have issued a declaration that those who grew up with, it's hard to read, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, were officially dusty artifacts because they are now considering them relics.
Relics?
Yeah, I'll give you one of these. And also antiquated relics like the iPod and lava lamps. GameStop is now saying that PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, the Wii U are now retro consoles. The ruling was reached following careful analysis of multiple indicators, including the presence of component cables, the lack of Fortnite, and the realization that they launched when George W. was still president.
I mean, I don't think it really...
cheek of you, GameStop. Let's tank their IPO. Go ahead.
I don't think it really...
IPO.
Yeah, IPO again.
You know what? Well, whatever.
Their stock.
You're in the middle of talking. The trade.
I don't think it really matters who was president, but I think the fact that a lot of those older consoles, without significant modification, you can't play them on most TVs that you would have in your house.
Sure, but you also could. There's converters for it. I still have my Super Nintendo. I just need to find a power cable, and I guess the RCA that goes into the giant
You know
TV
what made me
that doesn't
feel
have
old?
that.
Today, but right now today is the anniversary of the Taking Back Sunday Tell All Your Friends album.
No.
The original album from Taking Back Sunday.
No.
It's 24 years old today. It's almost a quarter century old. And that was such a big album in my life. Taking Back Sunday Tell All Your Friends. To see that today was 24 years for that, I said, Jesus, I'm done for.
Well, I hope we live to tell the tale of 20 years ago on this day. There were some very juicy alleged exchange of texts between, of all people, Sabrina Carpenter and this guy.
Ooh.
He's tall. He's funny.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That is correct. 3 points for Sean. They're going viral. Shaq says they are fake. And I direct quote when I say the diesel has way more game than that. But I will still share these alleged very fake texts between Shaq and Sabrina Carpenter. And away we go. What?
I just pulled them up on the screen.
Can you read the first one?
No, I'm not reading this. This is on you. The first one's on you.
I'm Shaq. Hello. Damn, baby. I would keep your farts in a cologne bottle and spray it on me every day. I can't be horny and want some of that snow bunny kitty for myself. Wasn't kitty, by the way. I'm Shaq. My meat would have you in the hospital. And the list goes on and on.
She is pretty small.
What?
She's a tiny lady, this Sabrina Carpenter.
A boy,
lady.
can she build a chair? See? The quote-unquote Sabrina responded, I know who you are. You're way too famous to be sending messages like that, but it is all alleged, fake. Shaq would never. He has more game than that, but...
Be great if it was real, though.
Oh, God, it would be.
Big old Shaq fingers trying to find that cat emoji.
How about Shaq just spraying Sabrina Carpenter fart cologne on him before he starts his show every single day?
What a line.
And finally, there's still so much left, but I will leave you with this, and I'm sorry, bad news. Sean, I was trying to get the money together to get this for your birthday.
What happened?
Someone beat me to the punch, and by punch, I mean Rhino.
Righty then.
Someone bought the butt birth Rhino prop. Did you see that? We talked about it a couple weeks ago. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. It has been sold. The original estimate between $4,000 and $8,000 after 14 bids. Did you already pull up the story, or can you guess how much did it go for?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday, but I already looked. If C-Lane could guess, he doesn't know.
C-Lane already saw it too.
It went for $20,000.
No.
Almost $60,000.
Really?
Yep.
Weird.
PropStoreAuction.com.
I love that there's going to be some guy with this in his house somewhere, because there's no way a woman bought this, right? There's no way.
No.
Maybe Lady Gaga.
I mean,
big show.
if I met somebody and went on a date with them and they go, you got to come back to my house, there's something I have to show you. And then she
But wait at the front door
inside,
for about 30 seconds. I need to lube up and get inside the Rhino.
she sneaks inside the body of the Rhino and sneaks out the back end of it. And she's like, look, I bought the prop from Ace Ventura. I'd be, all right.
Yes, they didn't say
impressive.
who the purchaser was, but I look forward to hopefully that information leaking out? We shall see. Or it'll be a mystery. No mystery here. This is what's on the boob tube. We've got the Sweet 16 of the big college game. That's anger. Purdue, Texas, Nebraska, Iowa, Arizona, Arkansas, Houston, Illinois. Good luck. But if you want to watch something even more fun, the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards are tonight on Fox. Series premiere of Love Overboard on Hulu. And you can catch Chris Pratt on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Yes, Fritz on the street in a matter of moments here. I saw this video that Tesla posted of their self-driving car. I'll put this up on See It Now. And I was like, I don't know if I could do this yet. The self-driving car from Tesla, and it's going down a winding hill, I'm guessing, in California. If you're over on YouTube, I'll show you real quick, YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. It shows the car driving, and then there's like other cars coming against them in traffic. There's a lot of different things in their way, and it's a windy road. And
whoa,
I got to tell you,
it's really zooming around. Oh my God, absolutely not.
It's a big no thank you to me. All these like blind turn. No, I don't.
They sped it up, right? A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, they sped it up. But if it was literally that fast, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for the self-driving thing. I'll put this up on See It Now in just a moment. Now, here's what happens, friends. You get our attention in chat. We are going to pick one person apiece, and we'll be fighting for you in the greatest game in all of radio. That's Fritz on the Street. If we win, you win. Who will win? We're going to find out, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
I-4 is pretty busy this afternoon. You're going to get stuck through the city near that 408 ramp junction. Traffic starting to slow down between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road in both directions there. And it's stop and go still eastbound before Osceola Parkway. Heading through that Champions Gate area due to an accident. I believe the left lane's getting affected. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma.
Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
This is Greg Truzinski of the Original Mattress Factory. OMF is kind of a unicorn in the mattress business. We build every mattress ourselves right here.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes. I replaced the. Actually, let me check that. Let me test it. And I have some good news. Stand by. Lots happening. Then I'll pick somebody. Let's see. It's unavailable.
Prices under 20 grand, payments under 300 a month. Brand new 2025 to 200 certified used cars and trucks must go. Get $5,687 over KBB. Prices under 20 grand, payments under 300 a month. 0% financing for 72 months. Get into the best back car in America at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Plus, you get a lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. At RC
All right. One thing at a time.
Just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com.
Right now, let's do this.
Get ready to taste Rocket Repeat at SeaWorld.
All right, incoming.
Over 200 international flavors. Then catch your favorite artists live at concert at Bayside Stadium. From Omar Courtz to Gene Simmons, the Beach Boys, Fitz and the Tantrums, the Fray, Trace Atkins, and
Here we go. Big ups to Cat Butthole for the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Cat Butthole.
over $3,500 in bonus benefits, free parking, and access to over 30 live concerts.
That was gifted and claimed within 10 seconds. BTW.
This is headquarters Hyundai in Sanford Lake Mary. Sir, you read me.
All right, I replaced. This is not great. Hang on.
$99
explain. I changed the YouTube embed code back, but it's not working yet. So I gotta change it back to Twitch. Okay.
They find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. It's time to overcome your fear of messing up and get your taxes done right. Start filing today.
Oh my God!
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized.
I made a mess of myself.
The experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com. It's tax season, and by now, I know you're...
All right, I'm changing that back for people who aren't subscribers to the Twitch stream. All right, now let me test it. Oh God, it's ugly. Oh, it's so ugly. I'll have to fix that next break.
The threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007.
So good to have you on board. Fritz on the street, the greatest game in all of radio, coming up in just a moment here on the show. Here's how you can play along with us. You get our attention right now. We select you, and then we fight for you after selecting you. We fight for you and Fritz on the street. So before we get started here today, let's select who we are fighting for in the game. I will be picking FO504, whatever that means, FO504 on TNJ chat. Sabrina, who will you be fighting for in Fritz on the street?
I will be fighting for Sports Johnson.
All right, Sports Johnson for you. And what about you?
Sport. His name, I think his name is Sport. I don't know. He goes by Sport. I will be fighting for, thank God YouTube's back today because I would have missed this, Flats Fisherman on YouTube. And that's what I'm doing.
There you go. You sound real confident about all of this.
It's Flat Fisherman, actually.
You okay over there? Everything good in your world?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get Fritz up here.
You're working.
Hey,
You're doing things. There. Fritz is with us. He's ready to do this thing. Fritz, what kind of, do we have a lively panel this week? Do we have, are they drunk? Are they sober? What are we looking at?
Well, thank you for asking, Sean. I got a really nasty, 24-hour stomach bug, so I had to cancel trivia Tuesday night. So these are all phoners.
Okay,
but thank you for asking. I'm fine.
Okay,
I asked in the commercial break, but he's lost some weight.
It was rough.
Good to hear you survived, and he's with us today. Are you ready to do Fritz on the street?
You know I am, my man.
All right, let's do Fritz on the streets.
Now it's time for Fritz on
on the street.
Hello, Sean. Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sabrina.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey, Fritz.
Hello. Fritz on the Street, sponsored by that mortgage guy, Don. Each Saturday, you hear me say it every week. Just tune in already. Each Saturday here on Real Radio 104.1, you can listen to Home Loans Radio from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. We answer your questions live. Anything you want to know about buying a house, selling a house, refinancing, we cover it. And also, why don't you follow Don on Instagram at that mortgage guy Don. He's got some great, funny, relatable content.
I love it.
And it's the most recent one about the orange. You got to see it and check it out. And also, homeloansradio.com, thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
In first place on Fritz on the Street with 67 points, we have Mr. Christopher Lane. In second place with 58 points, we have Miss Sabrina Ambra. And in third place with 53 points, we have Mr. Sean Wasson. Now, normally I go to the bar, so you don't have to. I ask 8 questions to a variety of panelists, 4 current event and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. You have to chime in for that bonus point and then guess how many out of 8 got it right. But, because I was sick, I won't go into the gory details. I had a lot of phoners. And I even went on to Facebook and I asked if people wanted to participate. And maybe somebody's son is one of the answers.
I don't
There
care.
goes all my
Jackson?
8 guesses.
So, without further ado, is everyone in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 1. Last week, which country won the world? Sabrina.
Venezuela.
Venezuela is correct. Baseball is back. I'm wearing the only clean hat I have, which is a Phillies hat. Sabrina, out of 8
All the others
answers.
have curse words on them?
No, they're all. I just got to buy new ones.
Got it.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Venezuela won the World Baseball Classic?
Ooh, I will go with 7.
7.
5.
5 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question number 1 with answers of 3, 5, and 7. Oh. Nothing.
One more time.
Ding, 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 ding.
Nope. All right. Well, someone is picking up 2 points. Who could it be?
Which country won the World Baseball Classic?
Venezuela.
Cuba? Italy.
Japan.
That would be Venezuela. 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 Venezuela.
Oh! That would be 5. So C-Lane is picking up 2 points on that one. And we move on to question 2. It's about a movie. What dance did Chunk perform to gain... C-Lane.
The Truffle Shuffle.
The Truffle Shuffle is correct. Full question. What dance did Chunk perform to gain access to Mickey's house in the 1985 movie The Goonies? C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Truffle Shuffle?
Oh,
Hey, you guys.
I'm going 6.
6.
7.
7 for Sean.
6.
And 6 for Sabrina. Question 2. With answers of 6 and 7.
What dance did
Oh.
Chunk perform to gain access to Mikey's house in the 1985 movie The Goonies? Something to do his stomach dance, tummy dance. I don't know the name of it.
Truffle shuffle.
The Truffle Shuffle. Oh my god, I can see it now. Oh, I can see him flapping along. The Charleston. I don't know. The Truffle Shuffle. The Truffle Shuffle.
Oh man, remember the movie? What was the dance?
Come on,
A
Dawn.
worm? It's the Truffle Shuffle.
That would be 5. So Sabrina and C-Lane with a guess of 6, each picking up 1 point. Now back to current event. Or maybe not.
Uh-oh.
Question 3. Recently, which actor and martial artist passed away at the age of 86? Sean.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is correct. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Chuck Norris? He's fighting in a better place.
8.
8.
7.
7 for Sabrina.
8.
And 8 for C-Lane. Question 3 with answers of 7 and 8.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows they're fist fighters?
Recently, which actor and martial artist passed away at the age of 86?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Damn it.
The man Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
That would be 8. So Sean is hitting a 3-pointer on that one. C-Lane with a guess of 8, picking up 2 points. And Sabrina with a guess of 7, picking up 1 point. Question 4 is up next. Question 4 is a halfway point. After question 4, I will tell you so far who is leading on the day. And question 4 goes like this. What continent was the original home to the red tomato? Sabrina.
That would be... that would be... Africa.
That is incorrect.
C-Lane. North America.
That is incorrect.
Sean. Asia.
That would be South America.
A
lot of people think Europe. They think tomatoes, babidi boopy, Italy. Sean, you got question 3 right. We will
Was
start.
there a different color tomato that came out somewhere else? Or
that's a good question.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have
you
research
said red
get on
tomato as if...
I've seen some weird ones, man.
There
over
are some
the years.
fugly ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the good ones.
They're still, you're right. They're still good. It's just a little weird to eat them.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said South America?
I think we got 4, Fritz.
4.
3.
3 for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sabrina. Question 4 with answers of 2, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone knows their Columbian Exchange.
What continent was the original home to the red tomato?
Asia.
Europe.
North America?
North America. South America?
Europe.
South America. Europe?
That would be 2. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points on that one, and C-Lane with a guess of 3, picking up 1 point. That means 4 down with 4 remaining. In first place with 7 points, C-Lane / Flats Fisherman. In second place with 5 points, Sabrina / Sport Johnson. And in third place with 3 points, Sean / Faux 504.
All right, second half, here I come.
I can imagine that being pronounced Faux 504.
It could be.
It's
like a fee, fi, faux, fum kind of vibe going to
So
it.
we got 7, 5, and 3. Question 5 will kick off the back half, and it begins like this. At the age of 81, which American lawyer and former head of the FBI passed... C-Lane.
Rob Mueller.
That is correct. Robert Mueller.
Why did you say damn it? Did you think I wouldn't know that?
Yeah, I thought you might flub it. Sorry. I wasn't trying to root against you. Well, I mean, I am, but it's a game. Yeah, I wanted to root against you. Yeah.
For the rest of that question, former head of the FBI passed away on Friday. C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Robert Mueller?
Let's go 6.
6.
4.
4 for Sabrina.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question 5 with answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone knows. Who is it?
At the age of 81, which American lawyer and former head of the FBI passed away on Friday? Mueller. I don't know.
James Comey.
That one I do not know.
Robert Mueller.
Conway.
Mueller? Mueller.
That would be 4. So Sabrina is picking up 2 points on that one, and Sean, with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point.
I'll take it.
3 questions now remain. Question 6. The first atomic bomb test split an atom of which radioactive element? Sabrina.
That would be one of the craziest elements. Hydrogen.
That is incorrect.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Uranium?
That is incorrect.
Shoot, that's tough. Sean. Hydrogen.
Radioactive element.
Radioactive.
Ay, caramba.
I don't know. Pass. I don't know.
That would be plutonium.
Son of a bitch. Plutonium. I knew
Only other
it.
one I could think of.
Yeah.
Or Einsteinium.
C-Lane, you got question 5, right? We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said plutonium?
Man, there's going to be a lot of uraniums. I'm going to go 3.
3.
5.
5 for Sabrina.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 6 with answers of 3, 4, and 5. Who knows their bombs?
The first atomic bomb test split an atom of which radioactive element?
Nitrogen.
Carbon. Uranium?
Uranium.
Hydrogen. Plutonium. Plutonium. Uranium.
That would be 2. So, C-Lane with a guess of 3, picking up 1
Man,
point.
I feel like the easy clue you gave there, maybe not as easy, was radioactive element. And a lot of people are like, carbon.
There's only a couple, really.
The ones at the bottom.
Are you making fun of the people that want to be part of the game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what a
how
bunch
dare
of
you.
idiots.
How
What a bunch
dare
of
you.
dummies.
That's C-Lane at realradio.fm. Question 7 now. It goes like this. After 80 billion and 700 layoffs, Mark Zuckerberg... Sabrina.
80 billion. Mark
I don't know where this is
Zuckerberg.
going.
Nope, not a clue. But let's use Monogin. And after that long, he is...
Oh.
Sora. That's sorry, I didn't say it. Sora. Be Meta Sora. It is Sora 2. ChatGPT OpenAI.
Sean.
The metaverse.
Metaverse is correct. Full question. After 80 billion and 700
Get out.
layoffs, Mark Zuckerberg announced the closing of...
Sora. I'm soaring my way to the correct answer, which Naga.
Are you going to the mall today? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the metaverse?
7.
7.
What was the complete question again?
After $80 billion and 700 layoffs, Mark Zuckerberg announced the closing of what in June of this year?
Okay. 6.
6.
5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 7 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone is picking up 2 points.
After $80 billion and 700 layoffs, Mark Zuckerberg announced the closing of what in June of this year?
The metaverse. Metaverse? I don't know that one. The metaverse? The metaverse. The metaverse.
The metaverse. No clue.
That would be 6. So, C-Lane is picking up 2 points, and Sabrina and Sean with your guess of 5 and 7 picking up 1 point each. Question 8 remains. But before we do, let's take a look at the leaderboard. In first place with 11 points, C-Lane / Flats Fisherman. In second place with 8 points, Sabrina / Sports Johnson. And in third place with 6 points, Sean / Faux 504. And now, question 8.
It's an area code, by the way. That's
Oh, yeah.
New Orleans.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Well, that's really funny because the question that I'm about to ask, what is the capital of Kentucky?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Frankfurt.
That is correct.
Frankfurt.
C-Lane out of 8 answers.
Is that
how
what you would
many-
have guessed, Sabrina?
I would have said Kentucky City.
C-Lane out of 8 answers. How many do you think said Frankfurt?
Let's go 6.
6.
I'm going to say 3.
3 for Sean.
4.
And 4 for Sabrina. Question 8 with answers of 3, 4, and 6. Let's see who knows Kentucky.
What is the capital of Kentucky?
Jesus, I just heard this the other day, too. I'm going to go with Louisville, but I know it's not Louisville. Luxembourg. Lexington. Louisville. Frankfurt.
Clarksville. Louisville.
Frankfurt.
That would be 2. So Sean with a guess of 3, picking up 1 point. And that concludes Fritz on the Street in first place with 12 points. Congratulations to C-Lane / Flats Fisherman. In second place with 8 points, Sabrina / Sport Johnson. And Sports Johnson. And in third place with 7 points, Sean / Faux 504. And that means in first place.
After all this, it's actually Sport Johnson. I
Is
just
it
saw
really?
the post. Yeah.
Oh, I know it is, but we're going to go with sports.
All right. I will edit all that out. Don't worry.
Oh, it's good.
In first place and still leading on Fritz on the Street with 79 mighty points, Christopher Lane. In second place with 66 points, Sabrina Umbra. And in third place with 60 points, Sean Walson. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thank you, Fritzy. Thank you.
Look at him go. Look at him go. He's the best of the best. We love
Nice
Fritz.
guy.
Fritz on the Street is a fun time. You can play along anytime.
You having fun, Sean?
You go out to, well, not today. I actually was excited to get the last one right because I said, okay, that makes it less embarrassing when he repeats the scores at the end. Because I was going to be down at a 6. It was going to be 12 to 8 to 6. And I felt like,
man.
I felt like I wasn't close enough, you know?
Yeah.
This is like when you're running a race and people get so far ahead of you, you start thinking about faking
You felt
an
a
injury.
little better that I didn't have twice the score that you did?
I did. Legitimately, yes. I did.
Do you think maybe we could handicap C-Lane and have him respond
What are you
in
gonna
the
hit me
form
in the
of a
shins?
question,
Yeah.
like Jeopardy?
I mean,
Like he has to say, what is plutonium?
Nancy Kerrigan style, take out C-Lane, hit him in the throat right before the segment, and just hope for the best, I think. But you can each week go to Fritz's
I don't think
Funhouse
I've won
Trivia.
for the past 2 weeks. You won one, Sabrina won one.
Yeah, but you've won overall like 3 years in a row.
Whose side are you on, Fritz?
Yours, of course.
You're
You
tired of
win. You get it.
He's tired of it. It's like when the Patriots win too much at the old foosball
Dude,
game.
that's two references that we are, I don't know, running races and football.
By the way, go Tampa Bay Rays.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, stare.
Sports Jones.
When he calls the trophy store, they're like, "Oh, it's you, oh Fritz, yeah, same one,
C-Lane, another C-Lane trophy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, literally, they say, "Oh, yeah, we're just changing the year."
They're like, this makes our job easy over here. C-Lane wins every year. No
I hate it.
problem. No big deal.
He makes it so easy on me.
All right, Fritz is doing Fritz's Funhouse Trivia every single week. Make sure you're following along, usually at Cavo's on Tuesday nights, I believe. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week, Fritz. There
Love you,
go.
bye.
Love you, man.
Bye. All right, we're back in just a moment. We have so much more to get to. Mysterious videos surfacing on social media accounts. What's going on? Updates on the TSA. And we got to get into this mystery object found on the International Space Station. It has tentacles? What's going on? We'll find out. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Hello. Welcome in. Welcome behind the scenes. While that segment was going on, I fixed the embed for people who are not Secret Show subscribers or are not logged in. It's usually the YouTube embed, but I switched it over to the Twitch embed because the YouTube embed is not consistent enough. The YouTube embed is not consistent enough, so I'm going to leave that on Twitch and see how it goes. So our embed video for people who are not subscribers or are not logged in will be the Twitch embed. And for subscribers, if you're logged in, you have the ad-free stream on the big screen, which is gorgeous. Those of you on that stream, ain't it nice? On desktop or mobile, that big screen, all black look with the chat on the side. I mean, wow. Wow. Missy said, is Courtney doing shirts? I just got my notification that my label has been created. We are behind the scenes working on processing the orders. They're coming in. They're going to be delivered today. And then we're going to bag them, tag them, and send them out your way through the weekend. So is he redirecting the craziness to Twitch for the cheap losers? Here's the problem, all right? Little tech talk with Sean Laporte. Little tech talk with Sean Laporte here for you. If I put the embed code in for YouTube, the YouTube embed code is not a channel embed. It is a video-specific embed code. So every single live stream has a different embed code. So I had a service that checks for a new one every minute and then replaces the new one where it's supposed to be. But it kind of sucks. The Twitch embed is a channel embed, meaning you can embed it and then anytime that's live, you can hit play and watch. So I think it's a little more stable overall. Question for you. TNJ chatters who are talking about duplicate posts over there. Question for you. When there's a double post on TNJ chat, I think you might be the only one seeing it. I don't think everybody else sees two posts. I think only you see two posts. Can you try to confirm that for me? We're going to talk about these White House social media account posts. Weird, mysterious, like some damn riddle or something. I don't know what's going on. I'll show you the post that they're posting, and we'll try to see if we can figure this out or why they're doing it to begin with. We'll get to that in a moment. Flo says, good try. You owe me a sandwich at blank. I don't go to that place anymore. Way too political. Keep your politics out of your sandwiches, please. Thank you very much. Hey, Kevin. Hey, ex-swimmer. Hey, Bird. Hey, everybody. They're about to launch nukes. That was the riddle? Well, that's concerning. I was already worried about gas prices. South America is not a country? Who said South America was a country? The question was about a continent. Right? I think it was. We are the only ones to see double posts. It only happens to me when I'm on my phone. Okay, got it. Hey, Safety J, how are you? Why Safety J? What's the story behind your username? You really into safety? Did you guys see this? It's crazy. We're going to talk about this when we come back. Not only the White House mystery post, but tentacled mystery object found on the International Space Station. Spawns terror. Quote, kill it with fire. I'll explain. I'll explain. How cool is TNJ AI in the TNJ chat? That's so awesome that you can do that. Love it. How many forests has Sean personally deforested? Lots. All right, so two mysteries when we come back. One, what the hell is the White House posting these weird, vague videos that make absolutely no sense for? What is that about? That's one. And two, on the International Space Station, what is this mystery thing with tentacles? We will answer both of those questions next. If only TNJ AI could remember that, huh? Kyle just learned he can also ask questions, not just mods. You can use TNJ AI as long as you have the correct number of points unlocked. And guess what, TNJ AI? One of the last features that will be added when everything is stabilized and perfected is an ability to use your points to do stuff and to get stuff. So keep earning and keep burning. All right, 45 seconds. We're coming back right now. Let's go. Here we go. Nick, Dick, and Hole?
Flock.com. Terms to apply.
On paper, the three hosts of the Nick, Dick, and Poll show are geniuses. We can explain how AI works, data centers, but there are certain things that we don't necessarily understand.
What Kugler did that I think was so unique.
Who's he?
He's the writer-director.
Who do you think he is? But hey, no one's perfect. We're pretty close, though. And you can find out if you listen to the Nick, Dick, and Poll show on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Nick, Dick, and Poll show and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
You're listening to the News Junkie. Proceed towards your undoing.
Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had. And here we are. And boy, do I have some stories right now. Learn more about the show over on thenewsjunkie.com. I have three, count them, three mysteries that we're going to go over right now. If you like mysteries, boy, are you in a good spot. There's a lot of viral news mystery stories today. So we are going to dive in. First things first. What in the hell is going on with these weird White House social media posts? What is going on with these mysterious posts? I'll show you them and play them for you, and then we'll see what you think about this. Here's the actual post. It says, White House bizarro videos surface on social media accounts. Were we just hacked? Is what it says. Seelan, you're showing the wrong thing there. Were we just
that's
hacked?
what everybody needs to see.
Take a look at old Fritz. Used to be Fritz. There it is. Bizarro videos surface on social media accounts. Were we just hacked?
Sure about that.
Here's one of them. All right, I'm going to bring it up, and we'll try to analyze together. This was posted on the White House official account. All right, it says sound on. It's got like a message across the video. It's a vertical video. It says sound on. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's a person with like a suit on.
A trench coat, maybe, or
and maybe it's pointed at their shoes. The camera's pointed at their shoes.
Looks like lady shoes. I might be wrong on that.
Launching soon, right?
All right, one last time. I got to try to hear what he's saying at the end there. Ready?
It's launching soon, right?
It's launching soon, right? Oh, I think that's what they said. Hang on, I didn't hear this before. Let me pump up the volume. I know Celia doesn't necessarily like when I do this, but I have to increase the volume. I think that this says it's launching soon, right? It's a mysterious video of a person in a suit, and you just see their shoes, and someone says launching soon, right?
It's launching soon, right?
Yeah, almost 100%.
It's launching soon, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that means or why we're posting mysterious things on the official White House accounts. Is this a weird way? Like, do you think that you're going to get Iran to give up in the war by posting a bunch of weirdo social media posts?
Maybe.
Like, what kind of 13-year-old kid is running this
Launching
operation?
soon, right?
It's so lighthearted, though, that I don't know if it's like new shoes that are going to be launching or a missile.
The lady didn't say, oh, no, it's launching soon, right? It said, it's launching soon, right? Is this the same one or is this another one? Let's see.
It'd be hilarious if they were really bad actors and it was like, you're sending that missile, right? Nobody's recording this.
Here's the other one. It's black video. It starts out with nothing. These are from the official White House accounts. Then a ding, and then the screen flashes with some stuff. But I don't know what it is. It's like 4 seconds long, a ding. All right, let me try to freeze frame. Actually on right there. Oh, there's a flag. There's an American flag. And then
weird.
There's like a broken up video, an American flag. Then I can't tell what that frame is. It's just fuzzies, kind of.
Huh.
And then it goes away. So this is almost nothing but an American flag and a ding. But that's posted on the official White House account. 17 million views. Responds like, well, there you have it. There's a lot of insults. Now post some nonsensical 3-second video and have them wonder if there's a hidden message behind it with the guy from the Truman Show.
I mean, surely someone grabbed the screenshots, right?
Now that's what I call a distraction from the Epstein files.
There
all
we
the
go.
predictable stuff. What? Joe Biden? Just a bunch of nonsense. But it looks like a flag, like a distorted flag. I don't know why these were posted. And these were posted at night, too. They're around like 10 o'clock at night or something. It says another short video is posted to the same White House social accounts. It shows a black screen with a static and a brief image of what appears to be an American flag over the pinging sound of an iPhone text notification. This video is still on the social accounts. People online
They have not
commenting on the
deleted
strange videos. No, it's still up there, I guess. Yeah. I don't know why or what, or like I said, if it's a weird tactic to get Iran to be like, we don't know what they are doing with these posts, end the war. And if that's a technique, it works for like little kids or something. That doesn't work in an actual war, I wouldn't think. But let me know what you think. That's one of the weird mysteries going on. The other one is something happening at the International Space Station because they found something on board, and it's quite disturbing. It's quite weird. And the headline is far more dramatic than it needs to be, I think.
No, you don't say.
It is, yeah. The tentacled mystery object found aboard the International Space Station spawns terror. Quote, kill it with fire, they say. All right. This is what they have on the International Space Station. It looks like it's floating in this. It looks like it's floating. I'll put this up on
so
See It Now. This is real. It is. I mean, it's definitely a potato, though, right? It's just clearly a potato.
I guess so, yeah.
That's what happens to a potato.
It's got a little like Velcro sticker on it, so they can just attach the potato to the side of the wall somewhere.
That's awesome.
How else are you supposed to
keep your
bake it?
potatoes?
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a Velcro potato floating around? Everybody's got one of these, right? This is why potatoes are so amazing, by the way. You could put them anywhere. You could I want you to try something. Try this out. A little experiment for you so you can see the power of life.
Go to space.
Take a potato. You do not need to be in space for this. Take a potato. Go to the store and just get one potato. Take it. Pick any random drawer in your house. Throw the potato in the drawer. Leave it alone and shut the drawer. That's it. That's it. Leave it alone. Visit back in 3 months. Tell me what you see. You will find the most amazing thing on planet Earth is that potatoes can just do whatever they want. Potatoes will sit
probably grew those little tentacle things and is like now rooted in your drawer.
Exactly. Yeah. It will. There'll be more potatoes popping off of it. Potatoes are like the freakiest, most alien things in the world. If you were to tell me, hey, Sean, here's the deal. Aliens 100 years ago came to Earth. Well, actually, we'll have to go further back. Aliens 3,000 years ago.
Years ago.
Hold on. Aliens 3,000 years ago came to Earth, Sean.
In 1926.
They came to Earth 1,000 years ago, Sean. And when they came to Earth, they dropped one of their crops. And that's it. You have to guess which one it is. I would go, what is potato? Final answer. Lock me in.
I don't know. There's some
You just
weird
do
ass
3 game shows at once?
Yes. What is potato? Final answer. Lock me in. Weakest link.
Daily double.
And I would be almost guaranteed because potatoes are that weird. You could throw them anywhere. You could put them in a fireplace and you come back and there'll be more potatoes coming out of the potato.
I don't know. I think kumquats are pretty weird.
This is why in The Martian, the movie The Martian with Matt Damon, when they went to Mars, the potato was like the #1 thing. You don't need much to keep it going. You could take one potato and just make 1 billion potatoes out of it. It's unbelievable.
So you run out of salt, and then, oh gosh, you're just
dry
bland-ass potatoes.
Plus, if it's hot, you have to pass it to someone next to you.
That's what it is. It is a potato with little roots coming out of it with some Velcro on the side, a.k.a. a tentacled growth mystery object. It looks a little purple to me, but it says, thankfully, the real item isn't as insidious as it seems. In a viral X post, NASA astronaut Don Petit explained the orbiting anomaly was a potato.
They named it Spudnik.
Spudnik, like Sputnik, but this time Spud for potato. It's an early purple potato, complete with a spot of hook Velcro to anchor it in my improvised grow light terrarium. My guy is just doing tests in space, and he's showing off his sweet little potato.
How much does that test cost?
Potatoes are one of the most efficient plants based on edible nutrition to total plant mass, including roots, just like I was telling you, recognized by Andy Weir in his book movie The Martian. Potatoes will have a future place in the future of exploration of space, so I thought it'd be good to get started now. So there you go. Yeah, he took a little potato, brought it to space, and put a little light on it. I don't think this was an incredibly expensive thing, but there you are. It's not something to be scared of. No sort of tentacles. Mystery object is a bit of an oversell. You get it. Everything's fine. We're just growing a little potatoes in space. Nothing wrong with that. All right. I do have one more for you, so let me pay it off. What's going on here with a third mystery for us? And this also goes back to the White House. Here's the headline. This is from usatoday.com. It says, what did Iran give Trump? He called the gift, quote, a very nice thing.
Recently?
That's what he said. I guess so. Is this him talking about it?
And we're there. We're going to let you have 8 boats of oil. 8 boats. 8 big boats of oil.
Talking about boats of
This
oil.
was 2 days ago. And they'll sail up tomorrow. That was 3 days ago. And I didn't think much about it. And then I watched the news, and they said, a very good anchor, actually. Happened to be Fox. But I watched it, and he said, something's unusual happening. There are 8 boats that are going...
Is he going to talk about the gift in this clip? There's a thing I'm getting
Maybe
at.
that's the gift.
I'll get there.
The boats of
right
oil.
up the middle of the Hormuz Strait.
The what?
A present.
8 big tankers are going loaded up with oil right through. And I said, well, I guess they were right, and they were real. And I think they were Pakistani flagged. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I said, well, I guess we're dealing with the right people.
Well, I missed the beginning. Did he say present at the beginning?
Can I reveal the present?
Oh.
You can do anything you want.
Oh, okay. Got it. So at the first event, he said, I got a present. I got a very big present from Iran, and that he wouldn't answer what it was after that. He said, I was blown away. It was, quote, a very nice thing. This is him identifying what it is. The reveal is, I guess it was oil tankers passing through the Strait of Hormuz. For those of you who don't know, in the Middle East, there's this strait where a lot of the ships and the tankers go through, and it gets pretty close to a lot of the countries. And Iran has decided to make their strategy of fighting back against the U.S. and Israel to just bomb everybody around them. Every place you could possibly go, they're trying to bomb. And people who are completely unrelated to this, bombing them, all that stuff. And in this strait, ships are going through there. And it's where a lot of the oil ships and stuff go through. And so Trump said they gave him a gift, and it was a whole bunch of oil tankers passing through there. And I guess they didn't bomb them or something, which is the gift.
You can do whatever you want, sir.
He called it a very big present related to oil and gas. I don't know if this seems like a gift, but he said they're going to make a deal. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. It was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. Is this the original clip of him? Let's see. Oh, I'm not playing this. It's 44 minutes long. No. You get the point. I just did the quote there. So that's what it was. They let some boats through. I thought we were going to get a ceasefire. I'm going to need one of those. Please, I'm going to need a deal because I'm looking here. Let me just check. Dow is at 46,030. It's down 398 points on the day. Everything's in the red. It's bleeding. Bitcoin's bleeding. Bitcoin's down almost 2,000. Reddit's bleeding. That's garbage. You should throw that away anyways.
What about Pepe?
Meta stock is bleeding. Snap is bleeding. It's all the market's bleeding. The clip is becoming more and more funny where Pam Bondi said the Dow is at 50,000 because now we're down at 46. It's not going well.
Plenty of claims that it wasn't even at 50,000 when she said that.
No, it was flirting with it and had just passed it and then gone back down. But now we're 4,000 from that. We're only at 46,000.
Son of a bitch.
Can we stop with this nonsense? Let's get back to it, baby. I don't want expensive gas. I think we've done enough. You said we already bombed the crap out of them. What else do we have to bomb?
I filled, I was completely empty on the tank. 13.5 gallon. It was $60. I have never, in my almost 12 years of owning that car, have ever filled for that much money.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, and it came up
also
fast,
going to get a
too.
ride home, Sealand.
By the way, it came up fast. We've only been doing this whole war with Iran thing for like 4 weeks, and all the gas stations have already put the gas way up through the roof. It's crazy. All right, quick break. When we come back, I have an update for you in jury duty about the woman living in the drains, the woman living in the sewer system. I have an update for you on this story, and you're not going to believe what's happening. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Robots don't overshare. We do. Perhaps a little too often. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by MapQuest.
March Madness resumes tonight with the start of the Sweet 16. South and West regional games are on tap. Former Florida quarterback...
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes. Hang tight. I'll be over there to talk to you in a moment. Secret shows tonight, 8 p.m.
At least a handful of you in the next week or two, you're ready to get your hair cut. It's about time, it's the right length, or maybe you just had it scheduled, and because that's what you do. You just you put it down in the book.
You can watch live on thenewsjunkie.com.
Quick stop, just a quick veer off the normal path to get like a 10-15 minute haircut, and you're done, and it's a chore. No, you go to Hammer and Nails. Every visit is an experience in a laid-back, enjoyable atmosphere. And you'll have a new level of confidence when you go out because they take pristine care of your hair, of your beard, of your nails if you so see fit. And Hammer Nails Grooming for Guys, that's what they do. They offer premium grooming services in a space built for men. Fully stocked bar, big screen TVs waiting for you when you go to one of their locations in Oviedo, Winter Park, Winter Garden, and Windermere. Check out their menu of options online at hammernailsgrooming.com or download the app today and become a member. Let them know Ceiling from the News Junkie sent you and book your first visit to Hammer Nails at hammernailsgrooming.com.
Need your home sold quickly? The Nibley Group of Keller Williams Realty offers a guaranteed cash offer program that can get your
All right, cool.
in as little as 14 days. Google the Nibley Group or
We good. Secret shows 8 p.m. tonight. Countdown starts at 7. Live link appears at 8, and we are streaming live in the studio uncensored.
I should have called Frank Gay. I'm calling Frank Gay. When you need your air fixed, don't call the wrong place.
Oh, good news rolling in. Stand by. Stand by.
Don't let tax refund worries hold you back. File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve or your money back.
Thank you to Ryan Annie for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you, Ryan. Love it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Those have both been claimed.
With new rotating menus and over 30 concerts on select dates through May 17th. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Save up to 30% on passes. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Coach back here. Spring football is coming to Orlando March 29th at 8 p.m. at Enrico Stadium. The Orlando Storm versus the Columbus Aviators. And at halftime, the one and only DJ Khaled live.
Get tickets at UFLStorm.com.
Hey there, Sabrina from the News Junkie here, and our
Anybody have this problem? Jason emails. The new stream. Good afternoon. 2 minutes. Jason says, I'm emailing you because I mentioned this in chat and you said you can't see it on your side. When you are on Skull Mic and the mega chat is on the right side and the wall of fame is on the left, all of that is blurry. The chat is crystal clear. I see you're trying to fix something now. This has been like this since chat was placed on the same screen. I don't understand what that means. Can somebody clarify? Are you seeing something blurry when I'm on Skull Mic? I'm imagining this is the ad-free screen. Tell me more, please. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Twitch. How we doing? Hanging in there? Jury duty is next. We're going to go back to that lady living in the sewer. Fine on YouTube, nothing blurry. Mine is not blurry. It blurs when the bandwidth is low. It stopped. It's all clear now. Mine isn't too blurry, not blurry here. Nothing blurry on YouTube. On the phone, everything blurry? It's his connection? It might be. It could be you don't have a good connection, so it's like downsampling it. Let me see. I gotta be fast. Alright, that's fine. Now let me log in. No, it's fine. This looks beautiful on mobile. Are you kidding me? This is the ad-free stream? What?
Want to make the most
Dope with a capital D, friends. As the hip kids say. We're coming back.
For relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Want to make the most of your tax refund? File with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it. With a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
We'd tell you to check out the app Chatroom, but those people are weird and mostly naked. This is
Ground into the sewers with those folks, that lady and that guy that were living in the sewers like Ninja Turtles or something. I'll give you the story and the update in just a moment. Jury duty on the way, plus your feedback, your emails, your dispatches, all of that stuff on the way. Big thanks to Ryan Annie for the 2 gifted subs, the Secret Shows gifted over at thenewsjunkie.com. Those were claimed like that within just a moment or two. Thank you so much, everybody. And I'll get to a bunch more of your emails and everything else coming in momentarily, but let me work this in now while we have time. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo, 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's lots of ways that you can reach out, but the easiest one is to just pick up the phone. And it's easy. You could text, you could do whatever you want to 1-800-CALL-MO, and they'll get you started on the path to get one of those big checks and take down the insurance company a peg. 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Underground, an update for you. Los Angeles officials are now saying that they have an update for us where there was a woman found living in a storm drain, and the news even filmed her. She was like coming out of the storm drain, and there was another guy who lived under there, and there was trash all up on there. And like, quite obviously, this is a very sick person who needs help.
Very stinky too, right? Didn't the reporter almost vomit?
The reporter was trying to look in there, and he was with a homeless activist, and they couldn't keep it together because it smelled so bad in the storm drain where these people were living. And now they have solved the problem. Oh, good. They have solved the problem. Let's see what they say. This is KTLA with the update here.
After a woman was found to be living in it in a South Los Angeles neighborhood near the 10 freeway. Residents in the area say homelessness has been a real problem and ongoing.
You think so?
Each time the mess is cleaned up, it's not long before another one pops up.
KTLA's Chris Wolf is live in South LA with the latest on this story. Hi, Chris.
He's on the streets.
Hey, good afternoon, John and Sam. I can tell you the stench is overwhelming right now. I'm not going to get too close to that area, but city leaders and work crews,
they sealed it up. The people were living underneath the ground.
Did they take them out beforehand?
I sure hope so. All they did was removed the sewer grate and like the old sewer lid.
Isn't that something you need?
Like for rain?
I thought they needed if they needed to service down there. So
well,
they
yeah,
need to go in and
too.
Because there could be brush and stuff in the way, and they need to like clean it out. But they just like concrete sealed over the top so the people couldn't live in the sewers. There we go. We fixed it.
Have been responding to this location right here in South LA, covering up that manhole, sealing it with asphalt today. That's where at least one woman and we've learned one man had been living underground.
Where are they?
Arguably some of the most deplorable conditions anyone could imagine.
How
a
did
storm
they...
drain that has in effect become a sewer.
Jesus.
How did they seal it up and it already looks dirty AF?
Yeah, it does.
You didn't like sweep it?
Is this not going to be a huge problem if they have any sort of heavy rain?
It could be.
Where's
I
it
don't know.
supposed to go?
What they decided was this was the solution, just to asphalt the place in.
Now, who decided this? Did a judge order this sealed?
It says city leaders and work crews responded to the location, covering up the manhole. So
no
there was a
courtroom
manhole
involved.
No, it doesn't say there was a courtroom.
Ooh.
Oh, shoot. Officials, stand by for
Put it on the
courtroom
Mo
time.
list.
At least one woman was underground. It's become a sewer under there. They're giving her mental health resources.
Underground court. Say underground court.
Don't
be quick to judge this one. Judge.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that'll have to do. That'll have to do.
Well done.
Where's the lady? Huh? I love how they do this stuff. They're like, here, we had a problem. And I go, what was the problem? And they go, here in Los Angeles, we had people living underground in the sewers. They were living like hobo Ninja Turtles under the ground. And this woman was down there and this guy was down there, and the stench was unbearable, and humans just shouldn't live like that. And you go, oh, okay, well, what did you do about it? We're like, we asphalted it in. We
they're going to
sealed
die
it.
in there. It's going to smell really bad. But
Did you help them? Well, no, we asphalted it in. We solved the problem, Sean. You see, and I'm like,
we fixed the problem.
Did you bring like the lady to a facility so we can improve her experience? What, the guy that was down there, is he okay now? Like, Sean, we solved the problem. We sealed it all up, so we are good to go. Any other problems, call 311. And don't cast any judgment on these folks underground.
Judgment.
Therefore, jury duty is allowed. Otherwise, it was a very, very loose connection and probably not allowed in jury duty. I got the Savannah Guthrie interview. We'll get to that at some point in time, probably in the next segment here, because she dropped some bombs in this interview. And one of them I thought was pretty interesting by itself. But I'll bring this up real quick. C-Lane goes to McDonald's from time to time. He is a McDonald's frequent flyer.
Hadn't been in a while until this morning.
When you order from McDonald's, people are starting to complain because even though McDonald's has said, oh, we're going to bring down the pricing, we're going to make things cheaper, and here's a deal for this much and that much. People are saying, yeah, they've done that, but then they keep adding fees like crazy, and the fees make it just as expensive as it was before they brought the prices down.
Okay, but that's for delivery. The small order fee is what they do when you want to just they don't want you to get Uber Eats to get one cheeseburger.
Right.
That's why they do the small order fee.
Is this in the McDonald's app? You order through the McDonald's app?
This is in the McDonald's app, but the McDonald's app outsources to Uber Eats. So when you order delivery in the McDonald's app, it ends up... Wait. Oh, that says DoorDash.
This one says 100% of your tip goes to your DoorDash courier.
So either they've switched carriers, because they just wanted their whole thing was they wanted to call it McDelivery without actually doing the deliveries, like actually staffing people to do deliveries. So they partnered with Uber Eats at first. I don't know if they've switched that or if it's a regional thing. But once you order delivery in their app, at some point, I think they send that out to one of the courier services.
Okay, this one says the order that the person put in was $14.08. $14.08. And then there was a delivery fee of $3.49, a service fee of 99 cents, and then a small order fee of $3.50, which that seems weird because how is there a small order fee when the order was $14.08? What makes it a small order? Is
it's not enough.
Less than 20 or something? Or
I've seen that before.
Could it be the case that this person got a small order fee, and if they would have bought that much more in food, it would have been like free, basically?
Or no small order fee.
That seems weird to me. Yeah. So they paid $20.91 after a $4.22 discount. Then they got sales tax and then the tip and the nickel and dime like crazy on this thing. This is why these delivery apps are really getting you. So many of you crying poor mouth and pouring a ton of the money you do have into these damn delivery apps. Go pick stuff up if you can, if you at all can, for God's sake, or get some more stuff from the grocery store because they are hammering you on these delivery apps. But I hadn't heard of the small order fee. Is that everywhere, or is that like different
I've
cities?
seen it on Uber Eats before.
It's just for delivery.
Okay. Celia just stopped there.
Yeah, that was the answer.
It's for deliveries, but I'm saying, is it like if Sabrina's seeing it's not, it's in more than just like New York City or something.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it before, and it's like because it is not up to the minimum that you don't even know what the minimum is until you see the small order fee.
Let me see. What is small order fee? Wonder what they're considering that.
So,
okay.
My thing today was $11.68 for breakfast.
Did you get a small order fee?
No small order fee because I didn't get delivery. I picked it up. So then it was just add
Smart
tax. I had got some savings. Total was $12.44.
Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. We're way behind. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into that Savannah Guthrie, her first interview. There's more of this. It's unbelievable. And one of the lines she drops, I want to see what you think about it. I'll play that for you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Well, behind the scenes, Power Hour is on. Power Hour on.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando.
Stand by.
Radio station guaranteed human.
Oh boy, people responding like crazy to their order confirmations coming in. I'll get to some emails in a bit.
Every day at Headquarter Hyundai, we've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Everybody jump over here. I think we can all agree that plumbing issues are the worst, and it's always great to have a seasoned professional ready to go if you happen to...
All right, folks, how are we? YouTube, we're back. We're better than ever. No deliveries out here in the woods yet? Dan says, but I play those delivery rules to the penny. If I have to spend $20 to get the $5 off, I'm coming up to the $20. And it makes more sense. It does. It makes more sense because if they say you're going to have a small order fee of $4 and you can increase your order $4 to get to the threshold, I'd much rather get $4 more of whatever I'm ordering, even if I could save it for later, than just get hit with a random fee. That's dumb. I did not get an order confirmation, but I didn't order a shirt, and we're good to go. And we are good to go. We can get DoorDash from restaurants that are about an hour away. That's unhinged. DoorDashing an hour away is out of control. It really is an app, like, it's a national epidemic. People paying way too much money to DoorDash, way too much money to Uber Eats, and any other food delivery services. And then if you talk to them, they go, hey, prices are out of control right now. Just can't afford to live. How can I buy a house? And you say, well, what are you spending your money on? Have you seen that finance guy, Caleb, whatever his name is? The viral finance guy who sits down with these people? Every time they go over their budget, it's like one of the biggest things they spend money on is DoorDash. What a waste. Convenience built on rationalization? They're sucking the USA dry? Well, the problem is all of that money goes right here into one city. In Palo Alto, California, they take from the entire world every mom and pop restaurant that you can think of under the sun. And they take advantage of the laziness of young Americans. And they are just rolling in the money. I wouldn't care as much if it was like 90 or 95% of the funds went to the delivery drivers, because then I'd say, that's your dumb decision. And also it's funding this person who's doing gig work, which is good. Fine. But I do hate it because that's not the way it works. It's tech companies making money off of all these lazy ass people, and it goes all into California. Fuck that.
In the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's the
News Junkie. Go hang out with the folks on TNJ Chat. Go in there, enjoy yourself, explore, say hello at any point after the show today or even right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. I have a bit of a take on this new Savannah Guthrie interview. I don't know if people are going to agree with me or not, but I'm going to toss it out to you regardless. And here's what happened. So Savannah Guthrie, you know the story by now. People have forgotten about this. She's trying to get people to focus on the case of her missing mom again. It seems, I hate to say this, it pains me to say this, it seems a little bit like a lost cause, but she wants to get people's attention back on this case, and this stupid bumpkin sheriff isn't doing the job. So she's using her star power, and she's doing some interviews, and she did her first interview with her network in the Today Show. And they teased a little bit of it. I played the teaser for you yesterday. And now they released some more of it. But in one of these clips, I go, man, I feel like Savannah Guthrie's brother kind of sold her down the river a little bit.
Really?
There was one particular part. I want to play this so everybody can hear what we're talking about, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. Here we go.
Sister called me, and
she said my sister called me.
I said, "Is everything okay?" And she said, "No." She said, "Mom's missing." And I said, "What? Yeah. What are you talking about?" She said, "She's gone." And she was in a panic. I was in a panic. I'm like, "Call 911." Yeah. She's like, "I did. We've called them. They're here."
Did you guys talk about what possibly could have happened? Like, what could have happened?
All right, so she's saying, hey, my sister, my brother, they call me, and they say, hey, mom's missing. And she goes, oh, my God, call the cops. So, like, we already called the cops. We're trying to handle this. Things are not going very well here. She goes, what? She's kind of flabbergasted that this has happened, that somebody has taken her mom or that her mom is missing. Here's the part in question.
What went down? Did you...
I think my brother, I mean, my siblings are so amazing. My brother, you know, he spent his career in the military and worked in intelligence and is a fighter pilot and just brilliant. And he saw very clearly right away what this was. And even on the phone.
Here you go. Listen.
When I called him, he knew. And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said, yeah. What? Well, why? What? And then, I mean, it sounds so like, how dumb could I be? But I didn't want to believe. I just said, do you think because of me? And he said, I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe.
It's your fault.
Jeez. So she says her brother and her are on the phone, and the brother immediately goes to I think mom's been kidnapped for a ransom. Right? The brother's the initial reaction is, I think mom's been kidnapped for ransom. Now, I'll tell you that I don't think I'd come to that conclusion right away. Unless I started getting ransom notes, unless the cops were telling me something.
If you had a sibling that was as famous as Savannah Guthrie,
yeah,
keep forgetting which Guthrie's more famous right now.
I don't think that would be my gut response. I really don't think that if there was somebody with a famous sibling or whatever, or kid or whatever, and they go missing, and the brother said he thinks she's being kidnapped for a ransom, and then she said, this was the kicker, Savannah Guthrie says to her brother, you don't think it's because of me, right? And he said, yeah, I do.
Sweetie.
Yeah, sweetie, I do. And I now I'm putting myself in this position. Like, let's say my mother was kidnapped, and let's say I did think that it was something that was being done to get a ransom because there was some level of fame attached to it. If I was asked that same question, I would be like, look, we don't need to get ahead of ourselves. We don't know what's going on here. There's no reason ever that right now we would insist that this was because of you. I would have done anything I could to wave that away. Lisa on TIJ chat says the brother pushed the blame to her. That's what it sounds like to me.
But she just sang its praises and gave the whole resume before.
Yeah. I mean, she loves her brother. I get that. But imagine you were the brother and you thought that was true. Isn't that a good time for a little tiny white lie? Like, isn't that a suitable time?
Or not even a white lie. Just there's no way of knowing. You know, some way of kind of.
But is that his thing because of all of his experience in the intelligence, military, and just immediately went with, yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, I would have been like, hey, we can't know that right now. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on trying to figure out what's really going on and get her back. But the brother was sure right away. If somebody says brother or brother-in-law, she said brother, right? Yeah,
yes,
brother.
The brother-in-law, Tommaso. That's the one that people were like, anybody looked at this Tommaso guy? Somebody. Who is it that reported that he was being questioned or something like that?
I think it was. Oh God, I don't remember now. It was one of the. It was Ashley Banfield, perhaps.
I think that was.
I think on her YouTube channel, I think, who had put that out there. But this was what was going on behind the scenes. If your loved one says, "Hey, I think it's a ransom situation," well, that's one thing for you guys to strategize between yourselves. But when it hits her with a wave, you don't think it's because of me, and then the brother goes, "Yep, yeah, I do."
It ain't my fault.
I feel like in that moment, I would not do that. Let me know what you think. Would you have handled that differently? Let us know. Send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. That was the big thing that stuck out to me in this interview, that the brother immediately thought this was some sort of ransom-related thing, and that beyond that, the brother said, hey, I think it's because of you, which you can argue all day long that might be true, and I think I might have known that might be true. But I still wouldn't have said it to my sister.
Right. That's a hard thing to do. And, unless he's a little acoustic.
It wasn't that hard for him.
Yeah.
Immediately.
He's probably like, she asked.
I want to see if I can find the clip real quick where they asked about her, because I have the whole interview, but I wanted to try to get to just a little bit. They asked about her believing in the ransom notes. Let me see here.
And so we were saying this is
do something.
This is not okay.
Yeah.
This isn't, something is very wrong here.
Yeah. Did you guys talk about what possibly could have happened? Like, what could have happened? What went down? Did you?
All right, that's the part we just heard. See, I'm going to send you this real quick. See if you can, and we could take a break and get back to it. I want you to scrub, if you can, for me through this and find out where the part is where they ask her, do you believe that the ransom notes were real? Because that also was a really interesting exchange, all right? Because they asked Savannah Guthrie, do you believe the ransom notes are real? I just sent you the link there. Let me know where in the timeline it is, because it's 12 minutes long, and I don't know, sit here and play the whole thing. In the meantime, what we will do is I'll play a couple of dispatches to work some of your opinions in while C-Lane's digging that timestamp up. So you can email the show, and we'll get into some of those, but you can also dispatch thenewsjunkie.com. Let's see what we got here. Here is Chaos with the dispatch about the teacher story. All right.
What's up, News Junkies? Happy today.
Hi.
So on this story that you're literally covering right now of their teacher, my wife, the teacher, won't speak on where she teaches or anything like that. She just teaches in the state of Florida. So according to her, in the state of Florida alone, you're not supposed to break up the fight. You're supposed to call somebody that's trained to deal with it, typically like a resource officer or one of the admins. The teachers aren't supposed to break it up at all. It's sad, but she said essentially that, if one of the kids gets hurt and she's there, she can possibly be sued, and the school can be sued because of the teacher. But when it comes to administration or the resource officer, it's a different situation, and the teachers aren't held accountable.
I totally get that. Like, she's talking about the story where a teacher went to jail because the teacher didn't intervene and stop a fight. Totally get that there's insurance issues, there's lots of different things. 100% get that. But the only thing I don't get is when you saw the teacher in the classroom, the reason the cops arrested this teacher is because not only did she not intervene, which might have been school policy, she was letting the fight happen, and she goes, let him fight, let him fight, let him fight. It sounded like she was encouraging what was happening in that moment, and that's at least what the cops thought. So there's two very different versions of that story, and for me, I think that the woman should have been at least verbally stating that these kids need to stop fighting, not saying, let them fight. That's bad to be a teacher saying that. Now, I will clarify on that teacher story, I don't really think the teacher should be going to jail. I don't think that the teacher should be spending time behind bars and being arrested and all these things. I do think it's fine for the teacher to be fired, but the rest of it seems like a bit much. We'll still take your thoughts on that. Did you find this part in the clip?
I'm looking through the transcripts on YouTube, and I haven't found it yet.
Okay, yeah, we'll find it when we get a chance. And just work that in, because I did think that piece of the puzzle was interesting too. Okay, we're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about there's a big drama boiling over for the new Harry Potter that's popping up, a television show about Harry Potter, something that's happening in colleges, robots at the White House, all of that, and that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041, sponsored by the Law Office.
Hello. Let's have a little chat. A little chatterino. Here is the deal. When we are doing the show, when I'm sitting over here, and all the chat feeds are coming in, one of the best things is that I can see real-time feedback, and I can highlight what you guys are saying or what you have on your mind. One of the main rules for chat is not to throw a whole scene and make everything about you as if it's like you're the main character in Chat Central. If I'm talking about a story that you don't like, I really don't care if you don't like it. Not everything is made just for you. Some stories are for these people and those people, and there's a reason why I have so many stories, and I move fast in a segment, generally speaking. If you don't like it, go away, go watch something else, go do whatever. But if you are going to mention that throughout the entirety of the process, I'm going to ban you just like I banned somebody as I was talking. Okay? And I'm probably not going to reverse those bans. I'm just telling you. That's the attention-seeking stuff I'm talking about. It's like ranting and filling up chat with you talking about how, don't care, shut up, stop talking about it. If you want to say one thing or whatever, that's fine. But the main character stuff, I'm just gonna boot people for that. Sorry. No way, Watson. I need to agree with everything you say. I'm throwing 25 tantrum. I get that you're not gonna like all of this stuff, or you might be like hurt or something by the Savannah Guthrie thing. And first thing I would say is quit being a fucking pussy. It's real life. This is this woman's issue and what she's going through, and she wants to bring some attention back to this case that's going on. It's fucking 2 minutes of your life. Bear with it. If you can't get through that, you're screwed for your entire existence because you're made of sand. But if you don't like it, just chill out for a second. I will get on to something new very quickly. Don't make a whole scene like a child. Sandman. Sandman. It's the news, like the name of the show? Yeah. I mean, not everything is about you. It's a wide variety of things each day. Here are all the things going on. It's like this stand up on the soapbox moment where you're like, well, actually, I don't like this story, Sean. Ew, gross. I don't care. Stop talking about it. Shut up. Shut up. You're always free to fill out an unban request. I'm one of the few radio people that will do something like that. Mostly they just ban you and never think about it again. But I have unban requests on thenewsjunkie.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the website. You're welcome to submit them. If I ignore you, you're welcome to wait a little while and submit them again. That's fine. Almost everybody who's been banned has been unbanned, save for a small handful of people. But I just don't like that. You know what I mean? It's very, very me behavior. Did we do an airplane story yet? I think so. TNJ chat is saying YouTube. It was YouTube. Of course it was. Yeah. Don't mention airplanes and we're good. I do have an airplane story. I do. Y'all, in TNJ chat, they're talking about pollen, believe it or not. You guys, first, after the cold weather went through, leaf again, right? Leaf again was going on. The neighborhood is covered in leaves, crunching on the leaves everywhere. And then that was followed by the pollen. It's still there. How many of you, when you're like walking down the sidewalk or something, you just see it? Like piles of pollen. Like you're stepping in it. Oh my God. And those brown curly things? Yeah, it's like all like, it's replaced the leaves. It's everywhere. It's crazy. My allergies are nuts right now. Well, yeah, if you are right now dealing with that, if you have pollen allergies, I don't think there could be a worse time. 2 minutes. Meanwhile, somebody's going to be like, Pollen! Stop talking! I fucking hate Pollen! I'm not listening to the Pollen junkie. I thought this was the news junkie. I don't like this at all. 90 seconds. My car is covered with it an hour after washing off. I know. It's like in that area on the front of your car under the hood, the little scoop area. Rough. All right, here we go. Coming back live on the show right now.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
College basketball back in the spotlight. March Hoops will have everyone talking.
That game was unbelievable.
Whose brackets are busted, Cinderella stories, and buzzer beaters that make history. Lock into Fox Sports Radio is your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app. Plus, binge on demand podcasts for more coverage with the Dan Patrick Show, The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Their front line looks like an NBA front line.
And more. Search college basketball on the iHeartRadio app to stay in the know.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
segment here because I got a bunch of clips I got to work in. We also got to talk about. I saw people who were reacting yesterday to the trailer that was dropped. There was a trailer dropped yesterday for a new Harry Potter television show.
I think
that
I
they're
saw
doing. And I forgot about this, but the thing that stuck out was, I guess, like, it's when Harry Potter was like a little kid, so obviously the same people can't play it anymore. Daniel Radcliffe's like old now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's
So
like
old.
a grown adult.
He's in that new show with Tracy Morgan. He's a funny
He's got
guy
other
now.
stuff going on. He's moving. He wants to do anything but be Harry Potter. I guarantee you, if they would have approached him and said, "Hey, do you want to be in this thing?" He probably would have said, no.
The boy who lived wants to die now.
Yeah, he said, I did the Harry Potter thing. Let me move on. But now they're giving it to another generation of kids. And there was like small controversies. John Lithgow keeps bitching about J.K. Rowling because he's a weirdo. And there's a couple of things that have happened here and there. And I guess they chose Snape. They chose like a black actor instead of the Snape character that they've had in the movies. But mostly it's who caresville. Nobody really cares about any of this. They released the trailer, and people were, at least online in the internet world, of people complaining about things.
Facebook,
the annoying people.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
People were complaining, and they go, "Oh, this looks exactly like the movies. Hogwarts looks just like it did in the movies, and all like the train station looks just like it did in the movies. Why
How
would they even
dare
do
they?
that?"
Why
And
is
I
that
go,
bad?
did you think they were going to do a television show about Harry Potter and make everything look different?
Well, now
Why-
he's in environmentally friendly dorms.
Why would they do that? When you do this kind of stuff, you have to recreate the world, because let's not forget, there's already theme parks and areas where you can go explore this stuff.
That would, if they changed up everything, it would be detrimental to all the money that they've spent at Universal Studios,
Correct.
The Epic Universe, all that stuff. Islands of Adventure. They all have these huge, elaborate Harry Potter lands that are based, a lot on what you saw in the movies.
Yeah, that to me seems like a good thing. Like, oh wow, they recreated the train. Who's the big tall guy? I forgot his name. Hagrid. The Hagrid guy looks just like Hagrid. Of course. Isn't that the goal?
Black Bart's Cave.
Yeah, they also didn't turn Harry Potter into a little blonde kid, so it's easy when you look at it to go, that's the Harry Potter kid. Mm-hmm. Everything looks the same. Well, yeah, of course. It's. I think it's supposed to allow you to float around in that world a little bit longer. And that, to me, is sort of what the goal should be. I don't know if this is going to be a success or not, but people seem to like the Harry Potter stuff.
You don't
it
think
amazes folks.
If they offered Daniel Radcliffe a good enough amount of money to have like some sort of cameo or some sort of small part as a nod to, I don't know, what made him huge.
I mean, did the reunion.
Imagine you're him.
Hello.
One of the things you're probably the most tired of, even though he's done all these other roles afterwards, is that all he gets asked about is the Harry Potter stuff. I bet he's so over that.
Oh, sure.
I bet he's like, I'm so glad it happened to me. I'm so glad I got to be Harry Potter, but I don't want to be Harry Potter again. That would be my guess. I don't know if he really, if he feels that way.
I mean, I can understand maybe putting myself in his shoes, the frustration with it, especially when you try to make something else. I imagine the same frustration with the guy who played the Edward vampire guy, because it doesn't matter. Whatever role he plays, whatever movie he's promoting, they go back to Edward, the vampire.
Yeah,
but then what?
Like,
who's Edward the vampire?
From Twilight.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot the guy's name, but somebody will mention it in
Edward
the chat.
Collins. Am I doing this wrong?
No. It's Robert Pattinson, isn't that it? Robert Pattinson. So those people that get locked in those characters, for instance, this is going to be, I almost gave a bad example.
Oh, please give it anyways. Come on.
I was going to say, I think Michael Richards is probably tired of being asked about the Seinfeld show, but he might have other questions that he's less excited about hearing over and over.
Like, what's your hair routine?
His stand-up career might have done him in for some questions he'd rather get away from more. But so tell us what you think about that.
We haven't been very good with examples today.
No, I've been really dropping the ball on him. I'll tell you this. I've not seen this before in my life, but there was a robot at the White House with the First Lady, Melania, and the robot was part of some big thing they were doing. Here it is.
I just see two robots.
The robot is making its way up.
Does Santa wear green?
The microphone. I guess that's the First Lady song. I don't know any of them outside of the Hail to the Chief.
First Lady in...
But I am telling you right now, I am never walking like this next to a robot. I'm never doing it.
You probably hold its hand.
Sean, we need you to go out, and you're also going to be making an appearance with this robot. If you could just keep pace with the robot and walk next to it. No, kiss my ass. No, not doing it.
Hello, robot.
It's got a weird little display on its face. It's kind of like this rotating thing.
Oh, but it's also looking around like at the people.
It's a humanoid robot.
I don't like it.
Does it talk? Let me see. Slowly making its way up to the microphone. What'd they do with the robot? Oh, there it is. Hang on, I'll turn this up. It's so low.
I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America.
Doesn't have
it's talking.
boobs,
This is the
don't
robot.
believe
I'm
it.
grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education.
This is the robot.
Welcome. Bienvenidos.
Boo!
Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We get the trick.
No, it's about 15 more minutes.
You're a robot. I know that you can say it in every possible language. Congratulations.
We'll
That was
probably
at
do
the
it a
White
little
House.
faster than that, I guess, I would think.
Melania last year talking about the scaries of robots and AI.
I don't know. Possibly. I don't remember that, but it could have been the case. She's out there with him, though, at the White House. They had a robot there for the First Lady's event. Also saw this going viral, and it's I didn't know Mariah Carey was on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you guys have seen anything that she posts?
No,
I don't follow her.
You're missing out. It's fantastic. Mariah Carey is top tier famous, just so everybody knows, in case you were wondering. Mariah Carey is one of those people who has also been famous for so long. When did her first hits come out? In the mid 90s, maybe early 90s?
93.
Right, somewhere in the 90s, I would think. Mariah Carey's songs came out. She became famous. So she's a woman who's been famous for like 30 years plus, probably.
Vision of Love, released May 1990, was number one by August 1990. So almost
36 years? Yeah. So she's been famous for 36 years. For the majority of her life, she's been hyper famous. Very, very famous. And that can turn people into weirdos. It did it with Madonna. It does it with a lot of people. It's not necessarily just their fault because they're insulated. They have yes men all around them and all that. But on the internet, you forget this stuff. And Mariah Carey just tries to post like other people. So this is her. Mariah Carey posted herself going to the grocery store.
We want to get whiny goat. Okay. Captain Crunch.
And she looks like a person who has never spent any time at the grocery store. So far in her cart, by the way, in this video she posted herself, Captain Crunch and what's the other brand she's grabbing here? Captain Crunch and is it Lucky Charms, I think?
Some sort of yellow box. I don't think that's Lucky Charms.
Oh, it's only cereal. Pops, more cereal. Potato chips, goldfish. The simplest question in the world. Somebody at the grocery store goes, "What are you doing here?" Mariah Carey doesn't know the answer to this question.
Did they clear out the whole store? Because that's the only other human I've seen so far.
Yeah, there's nobody else wandering around. It might be a Michael Jackson type situation where they cleared the store for her, and then this guy goes, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
What are we shopping? We're shopping.
She has to ask her assistant, "What are we doing here?"
That is not for me. Why? Are we going to really pay for this?
She gets some
Are
wine.
we going to really pay for this?
No.
I don't tend to pay for things. Oh, there's another person. There's a normal person.
Is it possible that grocery store has a bottle of wine that's a little much for Mariah Carey's wallet? Or are we going to really pay for this?
It's so weird. She buys all of these things that like little kids would buy. And she's just wandering around and people are like, "Why are you here?" She's like, why am I here? She always seems like she's from another planet. There is something about this lady. I find it intriguing. She's an interesting character.
She looks like she definitely doesn't know anything about grocery shopping because nobody's dressed like that grocery shopping. Nobody's has a perfect hair wave like that. Nobody is, maybe you'll have sunglasses on. Maybe.
And
if
like
you're
a
weird.
$10,000 outfit or something.
Yeah.
Like everything she's in is somebody would die to be in the outfit. And she's just taking it for a little cruise to the grocery store. Get some wine, pop a couple pills, enjoy yourself, do whatever you got to do to get through it.
I do. I don't make any effort for the grocery store.
No.
If you see me at the grocery store on the weekend, and plenty of you have, there's half the time there's probably a bleach stain on my shorts somewhere.
Is that bleach for sure?
None of your business why. Staying on the robot front, somebody built a fully functional, life-size Johnny 5 robot. Johnny 5, the famous robot from Short Circuit.
Input.
And somebody made a full-size... I think this is from the movie. And it moves exactly the same. It's got the eyebrows that the robot had.
That is cool.
Really impressive. I mean, people are out there making stuff these days. And I didn't know we needed a robot from the 80s. I'll put this up on See It Now.
I wonder if it gets around. Because Johnny 5 got around pretty well.
Oh, yeah. It was like the tank treads.
For the 1980s and for, when they were shooting that movie, I'm sure a lot of those effects had to be done practically. But, yeah, interesting time.
It's very impressive.
Remember the guy that played the inventor that made Johnny 5?
No, I don't think so.
Absolute white dude. who's like, number 25.
Oh, no. Was he playing?
Did he
play like an Indian or something?
It was the same guy that was the villain from the movie Hackers.
Did they put him in brown face?
No, I don't think they did. I think they just had him have the accent. Like they did his hair a certain way. And he had the accent. Number 25. You have learned to love.
Johnny 5 is alive. He had all like the little sayings. He was a big part of it, but yeah, that's what year is that? Short Circuit? My God.
Let's see. 1986.
Someone made a Johnny 5 robot. I put this up on See It Now. For those of you who know that movie or have heard of that, very impressive. Go check it out on the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com for the visual. All right, we're back with the final dispatcher, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Music Weekends. Our classic alternative. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with a look at your forecast here for Central Florida from the Fox 35 Storm Team. Today around Orlando, it's actually going to be pretty decent. It's been a little unsettled for the last couple of days. 82 will be the high today. There will be a 20% chance for an afternoon shower, maybe a brief rumble. Tomorrow, dry and warmer, the high 87. Then on Saturday, a cold front moves in. That spells a 30% chance for a shower or a storm. Then the wind kicks up. We'll have gusts over 40 miles an hour. After highs in the mid-80s, Sunday we only top out into the mid-70s.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma.
When your money's on the line, are you okay with a basic free tax service? Get the confidence of TurboTax with free Fed and state filing on Intuit Credit Karma. Around 37% of filers qualify. Simple 1040s only. See details at turbotax.com/free.
Really good news for you. Honestly, it's getting a little hot. I know that's not the good news. That's actually not the greatest news that you could hear. But the good news is if something goes wrong and your air conditioner is not working, well, I want you to know that you're in good hands. There's a company called Mills Air. They do things the right way. And because of that, you don't have to freak out if your AC starts acting weird. You can get Mills Air on the phone. I'll give you their number in just a second. And they'll come over and they'll be honest. It's like a friend. It's like a friend who learned everything about air conditioners and then comes over to your house and says, I know I could take advantage like all the other AC repair companies do, but we've decided not to do it that way. That's what Mills Air does every single day for people just like you. So if you have a problem with your air conditioner, make sure you give them a call. Here's the phone number. They are a Carrier factory authorized dealer. They can get you huge rebates if you dial them up at 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Orlando's premier comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando.
Hello. Stand by. Folks, it is time to rate the show. Rate the show. 10 out of 10, it goes into the Hall of Fame. No notes. Excellent work. You loved it. It was good. 1 out of 10, it goes into the shame corner. That's no good for anybody. But maybe that's where you think it belongs. Rate the show out of 10. 9 giant Johnny 5s out of 10. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10 says barbecue baby. 10 out of 10 says Snoop Frog. 9 Tyler Durden curriculums out of 10. Fight Club reference. White House TikToks. Wasn't that weird? So bizarre. Very, very strange. Now I gotta get the final song queued up. One. Set in. Add default fade. Oh, Christ.
Here's the truth. Buying a diamond has never been easy, and now with lab
Christ.
it's even trickier. Are you paying too much? Are you really getting the most for your money? Here's the good news. At International Diamond Center, we cut through the confusion. We give you the straight facts, remove the mystery, and teach you how to make a smart choice, whether you're leaning toward a lab-grown diamond or a timeless natural one.
Thank you for hanging out today.
Our mission has stayed the same. Protect the consumer. Reveal the real story behind pricing.
Shatter of the day is Bird Nerd. Bird Nerd on TNJ Chat. Shatter of the day.
We'll let you compare them side by side, as many as you want, until you're completely confident. And no matter which you choose, you get our direct, no-nonsense pricing every day. No inflated markups, no games to maximize profit. Just exceptional value and honest dealing. Don't guess, don't wonder. Come to the experts you can trust. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall Millennium.
Oh no. Hey. Hey. Over here. Over here. Over here. Okay. 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 Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. All right. Everything's okay. 30 seconds. We're coming back. Semaglutide. Folks, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all that stuff.
Can help you troubleshoot the light.
See you next time. Stay gold.
Check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nickley. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickley.com.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nickley. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickley.com.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is
And today, I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. Thank you for being with us here today on the show. A couple of things on the way out for you, a couple of notes, if you don't mind. Secret show. It's Thursday night. There's a secret show coming up as expected at 8 p.m. That's when it's live. The countdown on thenewsjunkie.com starts at 7 p.m. And the live stream, uncensored, starts at 8. Hang out. You could be in TNJ chat, watching along and hanging out with us if you're a Secret Show subscriber. If you're not, go sign up on the website. Also, if you want to watch on Discord, you're allowed to do that over there as well. The link is up on thenewsjunkie.com. I did have that thing I mentioned about the other Savannah Guthrie thing. Did you say it was like 7 minutes in, C-Lane?
7:50, I think, to the video you had.
7:50, where she talks about what she thinks about the ransom notes. I'm going to play that real quick because I mentioned it. Let's see. Here it is. Hang on. Doesn't want to play now. Of course it doesn't. Let me refresh this, and I'll bring that back up. And then I'll get into some of the final messages from you as we wrap everything up for the day. All right, let me go a little further. Here it is.
That followed, multiple notes demanding payment were sent to various media outlets. The ransom notes or ransom requests came. Did you believe those to be real?
There are a lot of different notes, I think, that came. And I think most of them, it's my understanding, are not real, and I didn't see them. But, you know, a person that would send a fake ransom note really has to look deeply at themselves.
Yeah.
To a family in pain. But I believe the 2 notes that we received, that we responded to, I tend to believe those are real.
All right. She thinks 2 of them. She thinks the 2 ones that she responded to were real. She thinks the rest were fake, and whoever would do that is a gross person. And she's pretty darn right about that, actually. Anything else we got to get in on the way out? There is, I haven't seen this before. This might be old, but I'm seeing it for the first time. There's a water pouring championship that's been going viral.
What? What do you mean?
Contestants have to blindfold themselves, and they have a big mug, and they have to fill it up. I'll give you an example. All right.
Oh.
And you have to.
No way.
No.
Stop.
You have to.
Wait, but
you
someone
have to-
else is telling him when to stop?
No, that's the commentators who he can't hear.
You probably didn't think there would be commentators at the water pouring championships, but you would be wrong.
You were wrong. You were wrong about that. They sit there next to a big giant thing of water, and they have a tap, and they can fill it up. And the goal is to blindly fill it up and get it right to the top. And if you get the closest to the top, you win.
Okay.
Because
I think we should do this in studio tomorrow for sure.
I guess it's harder than it looks. These people are the professionals.
You just do it by sound, right?
It says, my girlfriend, he's probably with another girl. Me betting on the water pouring championship. There you go. All right, let's get the hell out of here. We could do a final dispatch. Do we have time for that? Or no, we don't. No, we don't. Let's get out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
False alarm.
So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
That is my fault. That was my. There are no final dispatches today.
Oh,
They were all great though. Okay, here we go. Today I Learned for a Thursday, March 26, 2026. I should say that a little slower so new people know. Today I Learned for a Thursday, March 26, 2026. No one's ever going to get this. Today I learned this song. It's called Weightless. It's by Marconi Union.
That's what I was going to guess.
It has millions and millions and millions and millions of views on YouTube, but I've never heard of it. This is credited and created by sound therapists. It was shown in a study to reduce your anxiety by up to 65%, slows your heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing. All you got to do. That's it. All right. That does it for you. If you are getting stressed out, you can get those heart rates down and anxiety down. It's called Marconi Union Weightless. Give it a try next time. Today I learned when Vince McMahon was in charge of the WWE, the word wrestling and other variations of it were banned. Wrestlers were not allowed to say those words on TV.
What did they say WWE stood for?
They said...
Aggressive telling.
They said wrestling has negative connotations and does not reflect the entertainment aspect of the industry. So they would not use that behind the scenes.
Oh.
I don't know if they have another one that they use instead, but we'll never find out. Today I learned this band right here. That's right. I've heard so many different versions of this, and I think this one's just as fake as the rest. The 182 in Blink-182's band name refers to the number of F-bombs in Scarface.
Okay.
Don't think that's
they're
the
all
case.
lies. Yeah, they're all lies. But the Blink-182 American rock band, Poway, California, 1992 is
It'd
when
have
they
to be
started.
Blink 207 for that.
See, there was a couple of sneakers in there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow.